and gentlemen.
Happy Monday morning, everybody. Well, I hope you had a whole day to recover from that incredible SCHMOEDOWN spectacular on Saturday. Hope you were hungover, had some dirty pizza, some cold water, some Mountain Dew, some Sprite. Maybe took a walk around your neighborhood, had an incredible bowel movement, and now you're ready, waking up on a Monday morning to get your week started. Well, there'll be no spoilers for SCHMOEDOWN Spectacular. No spoilers for those of you who couldn't buy it. No spoilers on the show, so don't worry about that. So you can listen and you can watch in peace and harmony. You will not have anything spoiled by you. And if you're going to send in any SCHMOEDOWN Super Chat or Streamlabs, we will not have any of that in there. We will censor it if we have to. So just letting you all know that right off the bat. I am the outlaw, John Rocha, sitting in for my brother, Kristian Harloff, who is, from what I understand, taking December off. So the rest of December off. So I'll be sitting in a few times this week. So will my brother, Winston A. Marshall. He will be in here hosting as well a couple of times this week. It'll be a lot of fun. But today we got ourselves a heck of a show with an awesome crew of people to start off your Monday just right. Back from host Sojourn in the greatest place in the world. Steph Sabraw is back to hang out with us on a Monday morning. How are you, Steph?
What's up, guys? Doing really well. I watched some of the spectacular. It was fucking awesome. And Brett, I have to say off the top, looks the best. The outfit that he came to play with was fire, but I'm happy to be here with y'all.
No, a lot of people are talking about the flirting flouse.
Yep.
Or the flouse, as he's starting to become known around.
Remember, beginning of the show, there was to be no spoiler.
Spoiler?
That's not a spoiler. We're just saying it looked good.
Spoiler?
Brett Sheridan, that is your nickname. So everybody thinks of you and thinks of the virgin flower.
Okay, no, honestly, it's not a spoiler. He looked like shit. I take everything back.
I know. Everyone's got their nicknames for you, man. I didn't think way to give it away, Brett. Anyway,
I was like,
past it. Oh my gosh, it's gaslighting. Anyway, all right. Also joining us, my brother in Philly over there. He actually got a victory.
We actually got a victory out of all the wins and losses from the spectacular this weekend. The Philadelphia Eagles got one against the #1 team in the NFC, the New Orleans Saints, with Jalen Hurts. I'm a believer. I'm all in. Goodbye, Carson. Who? Good. Carson who?
Yeah. You got to put him on the trading block. Maybe I can add him to that pile. I was telling everybody off camera before we started that I've got a pile of stuff that we're donating to the Vietnam Veterans Association. Listen, at some point the Eagles are going to have to donate Carson Wentz somewhere because he is not going to get the job done. Jalen Hurts is the man, that's for sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And do you have a girlfriend, Ryan?
Wow, well, we're on the spot early.
Yeah. Do you have a girlfriend, Ryan?
Yes, I do currently.
Okay, and she allows you to have that in the bedroom, that Eagles thing you just held up?
And we also got Alex Marzoña.
I'm just saying, she's a keeper, Ryan. And Alex Marzoña as well. Test Drive out today. Is that your new single, brother?
It's my new music video. It's finally
Nice.
ready to go. Check out my YouTube channel. I'll drop it in the chat later. But yeah, spoiler alert, it's gonna be awesome.
Nice. Always good to see your music, man. Always great to hear it and see your music videos for
Thank you,
sure.
okay.
So give him some love there, ladies and gentlemen. Alex Marzoña, always pushing, always hustling with his great voice and great music. We got so much to get into today, but you all know, as I mentioned at the top of the show here, Streamlabs, Superchats, SCHMOBots, that's how we make this happen. That's how we keep paying our bills and how we keep bringing people back and great guests like this to hang out with us every day here on the SCHMOEDOWN Entertainment Network and on SCN Live specifically. So send them in as we go along through the news items today. And certainly we're all still recovering from Disney Investor Day as well. Disney was like, boom! It was insane, a 4-hour drop of so many shows. Almost 100 new shows and movies were announced on Thursday. We just did a video last night of the Geek Buddies, a live show for that, breaking it all down, and we were exhausted by the end of our time doing so. So I can't even imagine doing a 4-hour presentation of all this stuff. We got a bunch of news items that's related to that to get into as well. So Alex, you want to start us off, my man?
Yeah, the first news is that speculation is abound that in the upcoming Obi-Wan Kenobi series on Disney Plus, A batch of clone troopers will be helping evil Sith Lord Darth Vader hunt down Obi-Wan. Ewan McGregor and recently announced Hayden Christensen will return in the series to reprise their roles from the prequel trilogy, and Tamora Morrison has reportedly been cast in the series as well. Rocha, could the motley crew of clone troopers be the Bad Batch? Will Tamora Morrison play all of them, or at least voice them? What do you think about all of these reports?
Let me tell you something. When people talk about, this is my Star Wars, this is my Star Wars, the Bad Batch, that's my Star Wars. There's nothing that describes Rocha more than a misfit, a defect, an out of a not normal thing that is a part of the species that he's a part of. That is a description of me. Plus, you've got a leader that looks like Rambo. I mean, it's just awesome stuff from top to bottom. I love their 4-episode arc on season 7 of the Clone Wars. That was incredible. I love that trailer that came out, that minute and 20-second sizzle trailer that came out where we possibly saw Fennec Shan. We saw the Emperor and the Galactic Empire. All of it was fantastic, and the Bad Batch being a part of it. Now, if the Bad Batch shows up live action with Tamora Morrison doing the voices and playing all these different characters, that would be awesome. But remember, the Bad Batch, they don't necessarily look like Tamora Morrison 100%, not all of them. So it would surprise me to see him necessarily play all the characters. Maybe he could voice them, but I don't know if he'd play all of them necessarily. What do you think, Steph? Would you want to see this Bad Batch stuff?
Yeah, actually, like, fun fact. So Ryan and I used to host Star Wars News together back on the Popcorn Talk.
Nice.
And I hadn't seen Clone Wars. I'd seen bits and pieces, but he was like, Steph, like, this you will love, I'm telling you. And he like was on me for months. Finally, when the new final season came out, he's like, you have to do it. And so I did. And we like were obsessed with the Bad Batch. I just think it's such a cool storyline. I agree with you. I don't think he would be playing all 4 roles, as they are different in stature and everything as what we saw. Obviously, they might make it different in a live action, but he could voice it. But I think it would be more fun to have 4 different actors play it.
Absolutely. Ryan, since you co-hosted that show, you feel the same way?
I feel the same way. I know we've been talking about this for the past 4 days nonstop, this Star Wars news, but really Christmas came early this year. Everyone's like, what do you want? I'm like, I just got it. I got it last Thursday. Like, this is the most exciting news. That sizzle looks great. I love this spin-off being like the first kind of thing they're doing post Clone Wars, and the animation is at that caliber that final season of Clone Wars was. So I'm really excited for Bad Batch. I don't anticipate them popping up live action anytime soon. I think the description of this series is that they're going to go to a different corner of the galaxy, and that's almost the most exciting part of this. But with Tamora Morrison, I think that'd be great if he was in the Obi-Wan show. I think it'd be interesting if he was Commander Cody once again. One of the clones that definitely did not stay good. Like, he is definitely Order 66 inhibitor chipped up. But I think that I'm really excited about Bad Batch. That's even the show we're getting next. That's March. So couldn't be more hyped for that. And D. Bradley Baker, I think, will be voicing all of them like he did in Clone Wars. And what bigger dream for a voice actor to literally voice everyone in a show.
Yeah, certainly. Brett, did you see some of this Bad Batch stuff? Are you familiar with the Bad Batch stuff? Would you want to see Tamora live action and doing this stuff?
As you know, I hosted on Friday, probably one of the biggest news events of the decade, basically, and my brain broke that day when it comes to Star Wars and everything. All these things bend together. But yes, no, I did watch the Bad Batch. I didn't know anything about it. Looks really cool. The one thing I wanted to bring up about Obi-Wan is that are people like, well, if it's the spoiler for Mandalorian, last one, if you haven't seen it, you got your fair warning. Why is there still a dent in his helmet if he painted it? You know, because the paint doesn't fix dents. You know, it's like, I don't know if you know that, but I guess just the carpenter, handyman in me realizes these things. But yeah, I'd love to see Obi-Wan. We talked about whether we'd want to see him in a one-off, series. I'd be down for that. A lot of people don't want to see it. But if he's going to be in the Obi-Wan, maybe there's some way we can see. Will that take place in the time that we would see what happened to him if he's in that? Like, I'm asking you, like, I don't know, timeline wise, would that help us with that storyline?
in the Kenobi series, I mean, you look at the timeline, it could work absolutely because Vader and them are in charge at this time. What would we sent out these particular troopers? This is all within the timeline, and
Okay.
Chris and I were texting about it this morning. Like Luke would be like 10 years old around this time, so wouldn't it be something if Vader kind of sensed Ben's presence, and so he's sending these troopers out there to finish the job? Because remember, homie left them burnt up by the side of a lava river, so you got a little bit of anger that you're still working out.
I hate you.
So basically, now that you've explained that to me,
Yeah.
now I get it. No, this would not tell us how Boba Fett got out of the Sarlacc pit. So
No,
then
no,
then I don't want to see it. I don't want to see him in it. I want to see it. I want to see that. I just want to figure that whole thing out.
Well, that's a separate series, and there was rumored that they're gonna do a spin-off Boba Fett series. They didn't announce that, I don't think, at this thing, so we don't know 100%. They announced the Ahsoka spin-off. They announced
Acolyte and all
the
kinds of
Acolyte, Squadron Supreme. Was it Marshals of the New Republic? What it was called? Rangers of the New Republic. All of that. They announced all that stuff throughout, but they did not announce necessarily Boba Fett's spin-off series. It would be interesting. Would you de-age Tamora Morrison? Like, what would you do here? Because this is, I mean, he's older than he should be timeline-wise in Mandalorian. He's even more younger if we go back to the Kenobi time. So with Vader, so that would be an interesting decision too, to bring Tamora back into this. Boba could be in this, but maybe Boba never takes off the helmet.
Ooh.
And maybe Tamora does the voice a la Mandalorian, but he never takes off the helmet. That's possible, where you get a younger actor to do all the stunts and do all that kind of stuff, a la David Prowse for Vader, who did all the physical acting, where James Earl Jones just sat back in a chair in the voiceover booth and did all the lines. So it's that's the way you can make it happen. What about you, Alex? Are you excited about this Bad Batch situation?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted last week to hear that a live Bad Batch action series would be announced, but I didn't realize that the animated series was already announced. So I was like, oh, give me 4 Tamora Morrisons, and hopefully we'll get them here. We'll get them here.
Yeah.
But I think Boba Fett could appear in the Obi-Wan series. Like, I don't like, their de-aging technology is pretty damn good already, and they're throwing so much money at this anyway. So it's like, why not spend it on some good de-aging tech? Yeah.
So
and I can see Bobby what?
I like
Obi-Wan. Boba
what?
Fett appearing in Obi-Wan.
Boba Flouse. Yeah, I mean, I could see it.
I'll have what Alex is having.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
What's
The
on the
Pornhub
cup?
version of Star Wars.
taking that for a test drive. Listen, the thing that we go to is Vader. We've also been promised, I think Kathleen Kennedy said, a rematch for the ages. So a lot of people thought it would be flashback and blah, blah, blah. But then you hear her say that. And, we were breaking this down last night. There are some kind of nebulous comments throughout the original trilogy that you could argue means Kenobi and Vader did have some kinds of interactions in between the lava pit and meeting each other there on the Death Star later when he kills him. Spoiler. So there's a lot of time there, and there are some nebulous comments that could be twisted to make it seem like it's possible. So, I mean, A, let me get your thoughts on this. Are you guys excited that Hayden Christensen is coming back? And B, what's that battle going to look like between him and Ewan McGregor? I'm just so excited even thinking about it. Right.
Yeah. Oh, I'm hyped. I mean, that's the biggest news for me. I think we already had it a little confirmed just in the trades a few weeks or months prior that he was coming back. But now that it's official, holy cow. And all the shows are really exciting, but Obi-Wan's hands down the most exciting for me. This is the series, the story we've wanted to see, people wanted to see since they even announced that we're going to do prequels. Everyone wanted the prequels to be this time period. We wanted to see Obi-Wan and Vader fighting, and we're going to get that match. There are some lines of dialogue in A New Hope that do lead you to believe that they did meet one more time, and I think that's the battle for the ages. Ding, let's see it. And Hayden Christensen getting the chance to act with another director other than George Lucas. I don't know if he had a ton to work with those prequels, and I love him. I mean, that's the guy I grew up with. That's my hero. That's the guy I would want to meet if I could meet any actor in Star Wars. I'm all about it.
What about you, Steph? You down with this? You want to see this?
Yeah, I definitely want to see this. Hayden Christensen gets a lot of heat, but I agree with Ryan to see him with another director. I think he's an excellent actor. Other movies I've seen him in, I've thoroughly enjoyed him. I know he didn't get to voice his character in Clone Wars, which was I think he had voice interest in that, so that was kind of a burn. So I'm glad to see him reclaiming the character that I do think is rightfully his. And I think that the fight between them and this like ongoing battle between these brothers that turned enemies is going to be like a sick showcase for Star Wars.
Yeah. Do we see him take off the helmet? Do we actually see Hayden Christensen in the burnt up makeup, in the, the bald head? Do we see all of that? Brett, you're a fan of shaving.
Spoiler.
You tell me, Brett. What do you think? Would you?
Well,
want
that's kind of the F you a little bit maybe to him. It's like, hey, you're gonna be back, but you're gonna have a mask on the whole time. Oh, cool. Thanks for my triumphant return. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's an exciting thing, I guess, but it will be just him, and I guess we've shown that Pedro Pascal can do it, and there's give it something, but I mean, I guess I'd be a little bummed if I was not bummed if a guy came back as Darth Vader, no, but like, oh, but I'm in the mask the whole time. Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, hopefully we'll see a little burned up face is what I'm getting at.
I don't know, Alex. It would depend on the paycheck. I'm quite happy sitting in a voiceover booth and not having to work, and you pay me a few $100,000 or millions. I'm cool.
You just remind me, yes, I'm that old. Yes, I would like to do that. What am I talking about?
Right? I mean, we can put yourself out in the tundra of Tatooine. Screw that. What about you, Marzoña? What do you think? Would you want to? Do you want to see this fight? And where do you think it's going to take place? Do you think later on in the show, or do you think they'll get it over with kind of halfway through and move on, like on the arc of this show?
I think it's got to be towards the end of the arc, just because now that we know Vader's coming back, like that's got to be the build up, and so. Yeah. I expect a even crazier than what's the planet? Mustafar. Yeah. Crazier than that sequence. CGI filled, I'm sure, but we'll see. I'm down for it.
You just made an excellent point that I hadn't thought about, Alex. I mean, a lot of people, whether you like or don't like the prequel trilogy, I think everyone's on board with that lightsaber battle between Anakin and Obi-Wan. So they have Deborah Chow and her crew, they have their work cut out for them, including McGregor and Christensen, if they're going to come close to matching that incredible lightsaber battle. Remember, these guys are older now, so they can't be flipping around and doing all that nonsense. They're not Yoda and anything who's CGI'd when he's doing that stuff. Like, you have to actually see what they can do here. More of an old. I mean, people were complaining that Ahsoka, that Rosario Dawson's Ahsoka, some of her moves were a bit slower than what you've seen in animated series. So will this get a little bit of crap if this lightsaber battle doesn't compare to the previous one? Ryan, what do you think?
Rogue One, John Rocha. Rogue One. I mean, we're going to get that level Vader fight Obi-Wan, and I want an Iron Man face cam of Hayden Christensen in the helmet. Because we're not, I know you're talking voiceover. We're not getting his voice, though. It's James Earl Jones, probably.
You think so?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Would they?
It's got to be, unless he takes it off.
Don't you?
But James sounds 80. Like, when you hear him, when he came back to do the voice, it was like, come on. It's like watching De Niro stomp that guy in the Irishman. You're like, come on. I no offense. Look, I know the Star Wars. Now people are shooting me through their computers. I don't want an 85-year-old sounding James Earl Jones going, I don't want that. I love James Earl Jones' voice. I love him to pieces.
How dare you, Rocha? He's 89.
89. I apologize. I don't want to underage him. But yeah, I mean, look, he's one of the reasons I got into voiceover. But you can tell when he was doing the voice, when he came back for Rogue One, he was struggling to sound younger. And so I don't know what you do. Are there voice modulations? I mean, if you can set up that whole thing like they showed on those in that Disney Plus documentary, can't you do that for the voice, for God's sake?
Yeah, maybe. I keep forgetting that one of my newly favorite directors ever now, Deborah Chow, is going to be heading this, and I do think that she's gonna have a better lightsaber battle. Like, I think that the limit does not exist with her. I think she's gonna do such a great job with the storyline, especially now with the incorporation of Darth Vader. This is gonna be epic.
I agree with you 1,000%. Do we see Ahsoka? Do we see Rosario popping in? The timeline works. Do we see Rosario popping in? Is it Ahsoka, Kenobi, and Vader? Are we seeing that? Are we seeing a triple threat?
I think
Kristian
so.
Harloff likes to have triple threats in Star Wars. Are we seeing a triple threat?
Yes. Why not? They've introduced these characters. They've lined it up. So we have this announcement. We know what's going in. And now all of a sudden, all the timelines are adding up for these characters. I think absolutely they're going to show up together.
Whoo, daddy. I would love to see it. Ryan, you got some hesitation.
Maybe just one scene, but maybe not a lot. But I do think that they will use her if they can.
I think, but the thing is, we already got it. Like, we got it in Rebels, and I just from the pure timeline I'm sensing from this Obi-Wan show, when she fights Vader in Rebels, that was her first moment realizing, clearly. It's Anakin. So unless it's something where they kind of cheat it and she doesn't even realize it's Anakin, I think also it might take away from the Obi-Wan rivalry. I though am, again in Rogue One, they go to Mustafar and there's that time where his helmet's off, he's getting like cleaned in some kind of like boiling bath shower thing. I think there's plenty of ways we could see Hayden. Just unfortunately, they're all going to be weird scenes like that, probably.
Yeah. Kristian texted me this morning. He goes, "Are you messing with the fans when you claim that it's like in the past, that it's in the future, in the past, you don't know what I go, I know it says a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, but I like to mess with the fans because that technology is way more advanced than anything we're fucking around with in 2020. So I just like to mess around with. Sometimes the fans get like crazy upset about this shit. It's the little things. Come on. Except
for hologram technology. That for some reason, just horrible. Blue. Yeah. Like one color. Always jittery, always, the spaceships, all this stuff, but that technology stays the same, and that's what I love about every single Star Wars film, that they never get better with that technology.
It might have gotten worse over time.
Yeah, Alex, if we get Ahsoka but no lightsaber battle, you still cool with that? Like Ahsoka and Kenobi hanging out, maybe a conversation about her walking away, and maybe a conversation about Anakin.
I can see some Force Skype happening.
Force Skype?
Yeah. Hello, Kylo Ren and
Rey,
why not?
You think we might get like
Are you trying to get a...
Sure. Let's just do it.
You trying to get a Mac going on here? Like a little...
I ship it.
You ship Kenobi and Ahsoka? No! That's like Richard Gere, Winona Ryder, and Sweet November. No! Or whatever that movie was.
Maybe a flashback, though, right? Like, if they do a Clone Wars flashback and put Rosario in there, there's another opportunity, Hayden as Anakin, without being charred.
All right. What about Qui-Gon Jinn? Force Ghost?
Oh
yes.
My gosh.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Please.
Hey, Liam Neeson, come back. Come on, Liam Neeson. Someone said this, last night on the show. Someone's like, he's doing all those other movies. I'm sure he'd jump into it.
Yeah. He's probably just waiting for the call. Please.
Must.
Anakin. I've got a certain set of skills, Anakin.
Yeah.
And Sith, Revenge of the Sith ends with Yoda being like, I'm going to train you how to communicate with him.
Yeah.
So you have to have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Excited for it.
It's so exciting.
Now that we've kind of excited ourselves into oblivion, Brett, how do we kind of bring ourselves back to a normal mindset and a mind palace approach to the world? How do we do that?
Well, yeah, I mean, just like I said on Friday, if you're getting Star Wars, Disney overload, you're going to need to get some headspace. And that's on top of what's been going on in 2020. And I don't think it's going to stop much in 2021. So now we're going to have 2 years we can complain about. So that's where you need to get yourself some headspace. Headspace is your daily dose of mindfulness in the form of guided meditations in an easy-to-use app. Headspace is the only meditation app advanced in the field of mindfulness and meditation through clinically validated research. So, whatever the situation, Headspace really can help you feel better. Overwhelmed? Headspace has a 3-minute SOS meditation for you. Need help falling asleep? Who doesn't? Headspace has wind-down sessions their members swear by, and for parents, Headspace has morning meditations you can do with your kids. Spend some time with your kids getting your chill on, okay? Headspace's approach to mindfulness can reduce stress, improve sleep, boost focus, and increase your overall sense of well-being. Listen, said it before, I use the one to go to sleep all the time, or when I wake up in the middle of the night and my mind is racing, just something to calm me down and keep my mind off of that thing I did when I was 14 that I still feel dumb about, okay? Headspace is backed by 25 published studies on its benefits, 600,000 five-star reviews, and over 60 million downloads. That's a lot of downloads. Headspace makes it easy for you to build a life-changing meditation practice and mindfulness that works for you on your schedule, anytime, anywhere. Listen, you all deserve to feel better, and Headspace is a meditation made simple for you. Go to headspace.com/SENlive. What's that again, Brett? That's headspace.com/SENlive for 1 free month trial with access to Headspace's full library of meditations for every situation. It's the best deal they have going right now. Head to headspace.com/SENlive today. Do it!
Woohoo!
And scene. There's always like this lull. Yeah, it needs that. It needs
You calmed us down.
I know, it's like everybody's so chill, man.
That's, I would like to use Headspace, but I'm a little stressed out right now. We only have $6. People, what the hell is going on out there? I get it that it's Monday morning and whatever, but look at this crew. You don't got love for this crew. You don't got love for Steph Sabraw. You don't got love for Sheridan. You don't got love for Marzoña, for Ryan Nilsen, right? For me. For God's sake, for me.
So.
Come on, people. Let's get to $600, and Brett Sheridan will do a karaoke, I think. Let's get to $600, and you guys can pick Brett Sheridan's song. You killed it with War Pigs. I downloaded that audio and have turned it into an iTunes file so I can listen to it when I'm working out. So for God's, and I shout out to that dude. I can't remember his name, who did the whole headbanging to it and did the video. That was awesome. So yeah, come on, people. Donate. Say what are your comments? What are your thoughts? Even if they're spectacular thoughts, you can do them that way that are non-spoilery. So please send them in. Your Streamlabs Superchats, SCHMOEDOWN. Remember, these are the ways we can keep coming back here. So let's get to 600 before the end of the show, please. I know it's Monday morning. I know Christmas is coming, but be in the spirit of giving. Help us out here and send some stuff in. All right, what do we got next here, Alex?
Staying on the Disney topic, Disney's Investors Day last week gave us no shortage of content to speculate and get excited about. And plan to spend
Ben_Rainer donated $25.
Thank you,
Hi
Ben.
gang, great weekend, it was incredible. Also, the only thing that makes me worried is that the circle is now complete. When I met you I was but the learner. Now I am the master. Would that mean Obi beats Vader? I don't want that.
Oh.
Well, it must be some form of a draw, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you had with Ahsoka, right? A little bit of a mini draw.
Mm-hmm.
I bet he cuts off both his arms and legs again.
Yeah. He's like, stay down this time, bitch. No, I hope not. That would be very.
Oh gosh. Stay down, and then he holds his face like to the
and
fire.
then he does
That's
like
how
a
he gets all
little
white.
kick as he leaves. Just the disrespect is on a whole new level.
De Niro kick as he walks out, Steph. I'm digging it.
Yeah, curb stomp, bitch.
Curb
like,
stomps.
bad.
Vader.
Oh shit! Palpatine shows up again.
Like, you are no longer. You are a bitch, Darth Vader.
Lightsaber drop. Boom. Whoops. Hit your leg again.
And then Qui-Gon Force Ghost lightsaber drops, and then there's just a cycle. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Do it, Deborah Chow.
All the Force Ghosts are like that gif.
Yeah. He won't. Oh!
What if it's just a rap battle? They don't even draw swords. That's what they're talking about. Man.
Like, what's that ERB? What's that epic rap battles? That epic rap battles?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. If you guys ever watched those, they just did one that was 4.5 minutes. It was fantastic. That you guys got to watch those.
And a hologram Tupac will show up and look better than all of the holograms in all of the films. It was just...
Don't one of you guys have sickle cell or something? Yeah, exactly. That'd be perfect.
Man.
Tupac doing a hit him up after he's got all his legs and all his stuff.
But he wants Vader to win that fight.
Probably. Oh, that'd be hilarious. Vader has like calligraphy across his stomach.
Brutal.
Now I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh well. Sorry, Star Wars fans. Anyway, I would be a blast. I'd be down to see that. And when last we met, that one again, one of those nebulous lines. Is the last time they met necessarily on Mustafar, or is there another time? That kind of connects up to A New Hope. So all of that is very, very possible. I love that idea. Anyway, all right, Alex, what were you saying?
All right, I'll start this over again. Disney's Investor Day last week gave us no shortage of content to speculate and get excited about, and plan to spend $14 to $16 billion annually on content for us to talk about. According to Disney's CFO, about $8 to $9 billion will be dedicated to Disney Plus, with Hulu and ESPN Plus getting the rest of that moolah. Approximately 63 series and 42 films were touted last Thursday, of which around 80% of those will be going to streaming. Rocha, what do you think about all this money being tossed around, and what would you do with it?
Here's what I think. How do I get a job doing that, getting the money from these guys for this stuff, man? I'm going to start writing stuff all of a sudden. I didn't want to be that cliche guy that always has a script in his back pocket, but maybe it's time to start writing stuff if they're throwing all this money around. But it makes sense. If you're going to go toe-to-toe with Netflix, if you come at the king, you best not miss. So you got to come with a lot of money, show what you can do. Certainly that announcement just buried Warner Brothers under an avalanche of irrelevancy. And so it's like, boom, here's what we do. Now let's put that money out. So, Netflix spends money like nobody's business. Yeah, they've kind of curtailed it over the last year because I think Ted Sarandos took a look and was like, whoa, we're spending way too much on this stuff and not getting enough of a return. But now that they see there's competition, competition always breeds extra money being spent and innovation and trying to be better. So it's a good thing. Just that's a lot of money. So you hope there's a lot of talent being involved here, and it's being used correctly. Certainly from the sizzle reels we saw, like the Andor sizzle reel, the Miss Marvel stuff, the Star Wars stuff, the stuff they were able to show from Star Wars, like that. It looks like they are spending money in the right places, and it looks incredible. But yeah, I mean, what would I do with that money? Maybe I'd do this. A Latin superhero. Is that so fucking wrong? All those superheroes you announced, not one Latino, and don't give me that, one female superhero is coming as Latino. Don't give me that, man. We got Cash and Andor with 2 Latino leads, so you can give me some Marvel superheroes that are Latino for the love of God. I don't know. That's what I would do. I'd create one from scratch, put it out there, make him or her badass. Hell, what about a team of Latino superheroes? Suck it. Let's go for 5. Why just 1? So anyway, that's my 2 cents on this.
I'm down.
What do you say, Sheridan?
Do it. No, I agree with you. Let's get it on. And what I do with that money? I wouldn't be here.
Hey, don't say that.
I would stop doing anything, and I'd be fatter than I am now. So yeah, I don't know. It's just is saying that you're putting that much money forward. Is that saying like? I don't know. It feels like it's building up expectations a bit much. I maybe wouldn't have released those kind of numbers and said, well, we really didn't spend that much money on this stuff if it turns out bad. I don't know. What do you think, Alex?
We're definitely going to see all this money on screen. Yeah. They are not afraid to spend for the best technology.
Donnie Yasu donated $20. Do you think they'll split the roles of T'Challa back into 2 roles, King and Panther? I think M'Baku as the King and Shuri as Panther would be awesome. I know M'Baku was against tech, but watching a barrier save Wakanda must have left an impression.
So M'Baku and Shuri splitting the roles between King and Panther. What do you think?
Maybe.
Love M'Baku.
Yeah, Baku Winston too. Great stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely possible.
Yeah, they said they're not going to recast T'Challa. Doesn't mean there won't be a Black Panther, right? So that's the thing that they're kind of playing around with.
Yeah.
What do you think, Sabraw? What do you think they'll do here?
For which part?
How do you think they'll come back to a Black Panther?
Oh, yeah. I think maybe it could be at the end of the film. There's that's what leads up to it. They have Shuri and M'Baku and the rest of the cast. Okoye, hopefully. I don't know if we've heard anything if she will be involved in the film, but I would be surprised if she wasn't. And I think that maybe at the end there's a way that there is a new Black Panther that's different in a respectful way, but I don't think it would be the that person would be introduced throughout the beginning, middle of the film.
Okay. What do you say there, Alex? How do you think they'll handle it?
I mean, no matter what, I think they'll have the money to spend on it because they are spending $14 to $16 billion on it. But honestly, yeah, I think that's a good move. I think that'll probably happen.
Is there anybody there from Disney watching right now? Throw us maybe a 20.
Yeah. But Rocha, to your point about a Latino superhero or a Latina superhero, it's like completely. What are you even thinking? Like a part of the reason Dragon Ball Z is so massive in the United States is because of the Latino community. Like they are a massive push for anime and manga and all of that. So Marvel is just missing on tapping into a massive base of fans that could potentially be obsessed with Marvel and have such a good storyline. Alex, I'm sure you're excited about Shang-Chi. We're finally getting an Asian superhero that's going to be fucking sick, and there should be the same for the Latino group. But in terms of money, I think Disney just like came in with a business professional mindset and is like really shitting on everyone right now because they did it in a good way and they're being upfront. They're saying the price is going to raise starting next year $1 and because look at how much money we're investing and we're not going to have any premium subscription BS that makes you like there's not going to be commercials. They're like being very smart and I think this is a good deal.
Yeah, and their subscriber base has always shot up. It was like 73 million just a couple of months ago. Now it's like over 80 million. And across their entire platform, I think they're at 122, 125 million subscribers across Hulu and ESPN+.
The Preacher donated $20.
Thank you,
The pleading for money disheartens me as I see the vipers of greed and envy slithering from the morning glow. Turn your eyes to God for your needs and he shall provide if it be right. Prepare yourself, Rocha. Hashtag Mtstraf 2021 Hashtag The Preacher.
Who is the Preacher? Is that some new character trying to come into the Schmoedown? Is that what that is?
Perhaps.
Oh, okay.
No spoilers still, though.
It went quiet, though.
Yeah, it went quiet. Kind of halfway through, Ryan.
It went quiet? Oh, let me double.
It
That's all right.
went to, like not an internal speaker, but an external one.
Yeah, external speaker.
Got it.
Optimike Primus donated $20.
Yeah, it sounds like it's in
One
your
wishes
room. And
Ben Goddard happy
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Also, hi Brett. Happy
Oh, is it
Monday,
Goddard's
ye
birthday?
whore.
Goddard's birthday.
Another week begins.
Oh, happy birthday, got it.
Happy birthday!
Got it.
Got it.
That's right.
Got
He
it.
had, and what didn't he have some sort of deal that yesterday? And Kate had mentioned it to God. He was doing a 24-hour stream or something. I'm like,
Was?
oh, and I heard about it as I was going to bed. But
24-hour live stream for his own birthday?
I think so.
Wow.
But happy birthday, Ben.
Yeah. Happy
That's
birthday,
why you're
Ben.
not here.
Hope it went well, got it. And a belated birthday, I have not said this yet, to Winston A. Marshall. Belated birthday to Winston happened last Friday, I think, or Thursday. So much love to him, and happy birthday, man. We'll be doing our sports thing at 2 o'clock today on my channel, but I wish him happy birthday again, but just want to do it here publicly on here. Great stuff. What were they asking about? Oh, the Preacher was just saying I need to heal myself. Trust me. Get in line, brother. I've been trying to heal myself.
Donnie Yasu donated $20.
Thank you.
Miles Morales is half Latino and we have America Chavez coming in too. It's not much but hopefully more to come. Also, happy birthday, Ben.
There you go. You know what's the key there? It's not much. Exactly.
Yeah.
Miles is shared. I want full Latino, like we see with Cassian, like Oscar Isaac and Poe Dameron. I want to see that.
Like Doctor Strange's whole Asian cast. Is that what you want?
Yeah, sure.
They did such a good job with that one.
Yeah. It's a good point. Although I'm not going to say nothing against Benedict Wong. I thought he was awesome.
No.
But yeah, I hear you.
America Chavez, that's the character, America Chavez? I think
Yeah.
I know that is a Latinx character, but it's a side character in the new Doctor Strange. But you're right. Like when you compare it to like Star Wars.
Yeah, Miss America, she's coming in. Yeah.
Oh, Miss America. I mean, when you compare it to Star Wars, though, you're right. Like there's so many more Latino characters and leads, as opposed to the MCU, which is still working on trying to get its second female-led movie out. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, she'll be in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Actress Jochite, I hope I'm saying that, Jochite Gomez will be playing her in the MCU. So yeah, of course I'm excited for that. That's awesome. But let's keep it going, for God's sakes. Let's get more.
Wow, there was so much news on Thursday. I completely did not know America Chavez was coming to the MCU.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Holy crap. That's awesome.
I will answer the Black Panther question from a little bit real quickly. I think what's going to happen, and it kind of occurred to me last night as we were doing it on Geek Buddies, I thought this would be a perfect time to have Namor the Submariner as your villain, because a country without a king is a perfect place for an arrogant guy like Namor to come out of Atlantis. And he has had battles with Black Panther in the past, battles in the MCU, to come out and maybe try to take over Wakanda, try to step on Wakanda. As long as you're not following the Killmonger path, you can do this with Namor. And then that kind of motivates the tribes to kind of figure out who's going to lead them, who's going to be in charge. Maybe there's multiple attempts to assign certain people to be in charge, and eventually they figure out who it is that is supposed to lead the country and lead them by the end of the movie, as Steph said. So that's a possibility. Just throwing it out there, you know.
Oh, that's a good thought. There's so many ways they can go, but unfortunately they're going to make 50% of the viewers upset in some way. I just think because it's such a sensitive subject, and an important film for so many reasons, but I do trust them. I think that they're taking their time with how they're going to do this.
Yeah, I mean, Brett, I'm going to ask you this question, see what your thoughts are. But I had a friend come in, Xavier Black Wiley came into the chat last night, and he said, like, he wants to start this chat, this hashtag called recast T'Challa, because in his mind, and he's a black man, and there were a number of our black friends who were watching along with us, who were commenting in support of this as well, who said, like, this character is so important to the black community. He is more important than one actor. And we all, weep for the loss of Chadwick Boseman, but what the character represents to the black community, what he represented to so many of us who felt disenfranchised by superhero films, by MCU. And he put it like, why does a white boss like Kevin Feige get to decide whether T'Challa gets recast or not? And I said, well, I mean, I would imagine that Coogler had a lot of input in this possibility and what have you, and they'll figure it out. So have faith there. But there are a lot of people that now it's starting to bubble up in the black community who are saying they want to see this character recast because the character is too important to not have in the MCU. So I'm fascinated by that. And I don't choose a side on this. I'm more fascinated by it and appreciate people's point of view on it.
I'm sure that the wheels are turning and that there is, they're talking about it. And I think it's just a respect thing right now, maybe, that they're just not automatically, because I think you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't in this kind of a situation. If you come out right away and saying we're recasting with blah, 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 then they're going to be in trouble. But if maybe they're holding their tongues a little too long now, so I don't know. But I do think, definitely the recast is going to need to happen. Right. And when it's going to happen, not for sure, but I think maybe they're just playing it safe right now. But there's hopefully there are people that are putting their heads together about this, and hopefully they have representation in that group of people who have a say as well. That's my 2 cents.
Alex and Steph, I ask you to. Should Coogler be the one out front making these announcements about Black Panther instead of Feige? Is it better optics wise to have Coogler be out there kind of speaking about it and their process and what they're doing? What do you guys think?
I think absolutely. I think that if one thing's been made clear this year, especially with the social movement for Black Lives Matter, it's that Black people want to be the voice of Black people with the help of allies and with the support of allies with them. So I do think that it will make it's not that his voice, it's not for the reasons that you would think. I think it's for the reasons that it's his film. Like, he's directing this film, and you want to know that Coogler is okay with this because it gives the viewers more trust
Donnie
in the
Yasu
decision.
donated $20. I can see Namor being played by a Latino, just saying.
Okay. I've seen him more as an Asian character, but sure, we could play Latino. It's never been stated because he's from Atlanta, so there's no like real race kind of thing. So it could be interesting. Sure. All right. Sorry, Steph. Go ahead.
No, Alex, what are you thinking?
I agree with that. It should be Ryan, but I feel like I'm okay with Feige making announcements because like we've all kind of been conditioned to have him give us all this news. So it's like, I'm okay with it.
All right. Yeah. Did anyone else need to answer that? What are you going to do with this money, Ryan? Seth, what would you do with this money?
I mean, it's really interesting to hear what they're doing. Like 8 to 9 billion for streaming, 63 series, 42 movies. When you look at what the MCU has grossed in total, just for all the films right now, they've done over like $20 billion. So it's really interesting to see where they're putting their money. And, a lot of this, 80% of this content they're investing in right now is for Disney+. It's for streaming. And they're only raising the price by $1 next year. So it really is a mic drop. They blew Warner Brothers out of the water here. I can't wait to see all this stuff come to fruition over the next 2 to 3 years. But that's the thing. We're all talking about like, this year might be another one similar to 2020 where we might not have the theater as an option. But this type of announcement is a commitment for 3 to 4 years. Committing to streaming.
Yeah, and Alex, Netflix just recently announced the price increase on theirs for their highest tier, which is the 4K stuff and HD stuff. It's $2 extra now starting in December 20th. It's $17.99 a month for Netflix now, which is what I'm looking at because I like the 4K HD angle. But with Disney Plus, you get the 4K thrown in. That is thrown in and included. It's not extra. So, I mean, they're already way underbidding compared to Netflix. Is this another smart move by them in terms of the amount of money they're spending and also not necessarily turning that cost onto the consumer? Only $1 extra.
Yeah, I feel like Disney has the bigger and longer name brand trust and recognition. So they're okay with maybe like taking their lot, like as they were saying in their Investors Day, like they can take a little bit of a loss because they know by 2024 they'll be making profits.
Yeah.
So like this increase will help a little bit, and it's better. It's more affordable for families, and so I think it's a better move to stay in the game.
Yeah.
I've just changed my answer. I would just change my answer to maybe a couple billion I'd put to getting more vaccines and really dialing those in more. Maybe that's one thing I'd maybe put towards that, and then I'd be a complete slug.
I'm glad you thought about that, Brett. Made the mature decision.
Then it'd be like cocktails, island by an island, But first, take care of all the people in the world, and then...
Yes.
Nice.
Very
well
Miss America, Brett.
Oh, thank you. I think Rocha's probably the only one that remembers the old Steve Martin where he says, "My wish for Christmas," and he goes through this list of things, and it's a never-ending orgasm, and then the part about the children and the stuff like that, and then this, and then something.
Was that one of his stand-ups?
It was on an SNL. It was him reading like his Christmas wishes, and they were all, it was. Yeah, the thing about the kids maybe, and then whatever, and then everybody standing in line holding hands, and but then So.
That's my Santa, my list to Santa.
What was it? Oh yeah, it's the Christmas special. Yeah, it's on Peacock now. But you can watch it a Wednesday night on NBC, and that's one of the sketches included.
As usual, I didn't do it justice, but
no, it's great. It's very funny.
Wait, there's one more thing I would like Disney to do with all this money. Please start making more like R-rated content. I would just like live for some Disney R-rated adult content, and they have the money now to take those risks. Please do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Steph, they announced at least on Hulu that they're going to do that Alien series, right? Yeah. It's going to have Noah Hawley involved and Ridley Scott involved. I don't know how you do Aliens PG-13. So it's got to be an R kind of approach to it. So
that's true.
They are finding the platforms for it. Maybe
Dingleberry Finn donated $20. Can we get Anaconda Brett debating if he should sell his autographed photo of Kevin Smith on eBay while being convinced by Irish Rocha to keep it but then offer him $5 for it?
Oh, it's complicated.
I'll write that down for later.
Write down for later.
Ones we need to do from Friday as well? Or
are there any from Friday?
Let's see.
Any
I think we got everything from Friday.
We did? All right.
All right.
No, we do have things to do for Friday.
We do?
Friday. My bad.
I'm sorry
bad.
I did, but
okay.
I want to please the fans, and I know that weren't able to get to them.
Yeah.
Ryan, what's the update? Put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat. Yeah, I mean, we got Mark Ellis coming in about 8 minutes, possibly. We're almost at $250. So that's a nice jump from $6, but we're going to need $350 more, ladies and gentlemen. So listen, get together with your 4 other Latino friends. 3 of you donate 300, 100 each, and the other one donate 50. That's perfect. That'll get us across the line. It's perfect. By the way, shout out to the people. Bonfire sent me the Smash-a-thon shirt. That was what we did for Kevin Smith. I got it yesterday, immediately put it on today. Much love to my brother Kevin. We were talking a couple days ago. He had a really rough week last week. So if you haven't sent some good wishes to Kevin Smets, tweet at him and give him some love and support. This is a tough battle he's in, and I think any kind of love you can send him, feel free to do so. He's my brother, and he's the man. All right, where are we off to next, Alex?
Let's hit this very sad news. Rest in peace to Tommy Lister, who passed away this weekend at the age of 62. The 6'5" actor, nicknamed Tiny, appeared in the films Friday, No Holds Barred, The Fifth Element, and The Dark Knight, and also had 2 pro wrestling stints.
Yeah.
No word on a cause of death, though it may be natural causes. Rocha, what was Lister's most memorable role for you?
Well, I mean, look, I'm going to answer with what the fans want me to answer, which is Debo. But I'm going to tell you what my most memorable is Zeus in No Holds Barred, because I grew up in the 80s when Hulk Hogan took on Zeus in actual matches, and he was not a good professional wrestler, but it still was cool to see like something you saw in the movies come to life. So you're like blurring the lines between reality and both of these like make-believe things like films and professional wrestling. But it was still cool to see. And that Z they carved into the side of his head, he was teamed up with Randy Savage and the Queen. So to me, it was awesome to see all of that. Sensational Sherry rather. And it was awesome to see all of that. But yes, I'm sure many people will remember him more for Debo in Friday, or even as the president of the galaxy in The Fifth Element. But it's a huge loss, and I think he had just gotten over COVID. I'm not sure if there was COVID-19 involved, but I think that's one of the reasons. Because we also lost Charlie Pride over the weekend, one of the great country western singers, one of those rare black country western singers who are African American, who was able to make a career at a time when it was not easy to make a career as a black country music singer. He died from COVID complications as well. But sad to see Tiny gone. Only, I think, 54 years old. Is that right, Alex? Is that how old
62.
he was? 62. Oh, still 62. It's not that, not that old. Anyway, all right. What's your memories? Sabraw, what do you got?
Debo, for sure. Friday's one of my favorite comedies ever. I mean, the cast is just incredible. And so in that is just such an unforgettable role. I mean, it's only he could have played that role. So rest in peace. And I know that I think you're right, Rocha. There was saying they believe, they don't know that he passed away from natural.
Yeah.
So it's really sad.
That scene in Dark Knight, like, he's such a great example of like a good character actor. And even when you look at like Christopher Nolan movies, rarely are there characters like the one he played in Dark Knight where they give a full moment to him. He's not in the whole rest of the movie, and he's like the guy he's like, give me the controller, I'm gonna do what you should have done 10 minutes ago, and he throws it out the window. Like, that's a really awesome concrete moment of that movie, and he crushes it, and he's there for 2 minutes.
I'm gonna do what you should have done a few minutes ago. It's a great moment. Yeah. What about you, good. Brett? What's your memories on Tiny Lister?
Well, it's one of those things where you immediately think Friday, and then you go back and you look at Fifth Element, and you go, oh my god, and that, and this, and that, and that. And I just, regardless, it's just, it's tough. It's tough to see. We feel like, we know these people more than we do some of our family and they're and I hate, people are dropping like flies lately. And I think, whether this was COVID or not, I'm guessing it was, but I know there's a lot of people that say, well, if they had an underlying and blah, 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 blah. But it was a rough reach. And Charlie Pride too, I believe first or only, black country singer in the whatever the Hall of Fame or whatever.
Oh yeah, the Country Music Hall of Fame. I wonder. Yeah, maybe.
I mean,
maybe
it was a rough weekend of names coming in, and I know a lot of people don't. We were saying, oh, do we talk about her or not? But we didn't know her much from the UK, right?
Right, Barbara Windsor.
Barbara Windsor.
Yeah.
You know, like it's been things are getting rougher. So again, I take that couple billion. And
that's fair. Yeah.
Help
Back
people.
to the billion.
Yeah. Just a couple of the billions.
What about you, Ryan? Where you got Tiny Lister in your brain?
I like I was just saying, Dark Knight. It's that scene for me. Like I really do. I know I've seen all the rest of those movies once or twice, but Dark Knight's a movie that I'm playing multiple times a year, and I see him in that. And I also know him from a few. He did a lot of small indie films. Like he would work with these. Directors are just trying to get like that first film out of the way, and he would take a lead role. And so this was a guy who worked in all types of movies, from the smallest, the lowest budget indies to the biggest comic book movies of all time.
He's like Trejo. He's like Trejo or Luis Guzman.
It's a great comparison.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right?
I was just thinking the same thing. Yeah.
Luis will be in like the most independent of independent films for like $200 a day or something like that, and then he'll show up in some A-list movie. You just never know. These guys.
And every
just love
time
to
you
work.
see them, you're just happy.
Yeah.
You're like, yes.
There are these actors. They have a quota, and if you meet, a quote, and if you meet their quote, they will come do your film, and you'll get a great performance from them. Alex, what's your feeling on Tiny? What's your thoughts on him?
Yeah, I mean, it's very sad to see more celebrities passing away, but I've never seen Friday. Yeah, and when I did see him in The Dark Knight, that was the first time I'd seen him, and I was like, whoa, this guy has a look. And just his impact on that movie, on the whole climax of the movie was very great. I do look forward to watching the Friday movies.
So, yes, you have to, Alex.
Steph won't be mad at me.
Yeah, did you see my face? Like, clutch the pearls. Oh my God. No, but I'm so excited for you. Like, I wish I could have the feeling of rewatching Friday for the first time.
Right. Yeah. So.
So good.
See, I'll be watching those this week.
Right on. I'm sure we'll get Mark Ellis's remembrances of Tommy Lister as well. 62. That's just such 6'5", Lord God Almighty.
Yeah.
He was also the voice of Finnick in Zootopia. For some people who forget
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did a bunch of this TV shows as well, working through.
The preacher donated $20.
Thank you, preacher.
Rejoice in your suffering, for suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance produces character, and character produces hope that never disappoints, because it is the love of God poured out on your heart by the Holy Spirit. Romans 5:36 #SmashCancer #RITINE.
Absolutely.
Is it Sunday?
Hey, they're taking us to church.
He's taking us to church.
He's taking
Thank you,
us to
preacher.
church. But it's a shame. So many great things. I bet he was in Barbed Wire. I remember that.
Oh my gosh.
Barbed Wire. The Players Club. Little Nicky. He was in Little Nicky. So
Little Nicky.
so many interesting things.
God.
Over 200 projects, voiceover and on camera, over 200 projects. So, like, if you're gonna leave a legacy, man, leave a legacy, and that's pretty incredible. So, shout out to him, and he'll be sorely missed for sure. I don't know if Ice Cube tweeted anything about it. He might have. I didn't see anything, but he might have.
Who knows? Ice Cube's Twitter has been all over the world.
Really?
I totally Ice Cube
forgot.
growing up, like Ice Cube was like my guy. Like the energy he brought to his music and lyrics and just his entire being was like unmatched. And then now I'm like, God, Ice Cube, can you just like speak for a second?
Stop it!
Stop it, please! Ice Cube, we talked to Ice Cube.
He did.
Yeah, I call him Cube though. Oh, he
call him
did.
Cube. You're on that.
Yeah.
Photos.
Horrible dad joke, but we went on the way to the Carson IKEA. We drive by where the blimp is, and I always say to the family, "Hey, look! It says Ice Cube's a pimp." My wife's the only one that gets it, but
I hope so. That's one of the best. Today was a good day. Damn, anytime that comes on, I'm bumping that.
Personally, for me, anytime I don't need to use my AK, it's a good day.
It's a good day.
It's a good day. That's how that's my litmus test for taste.
For me, it's if I mess around and get a triple double. That's
true.
Yeah.
It's second on the list.
At my age, I can't do any of the sex thing he's talking about. But
I
still might be able to.
No. All night? No, thank you. I gotta get up and do a show.
I'm the one that puts my butt to sleep. Anyway, all right.
Class A vagina.
What?
Roxy.
Roxy.
That's great.
Roxy has her own sound effect now.
Wait, what is it?
I had a whole folder for Collider Live.
We'll play it one more time.
Class A vagina.
Class A vagina, yes. Class A or it didn't happen.
Roxy, the best. All right. Where are we at, Alex? Where are we at, Ryan? We're still around 300? Damn it. Come on, people. Get us 300 more. Get us 300 more. Let's get across that 600 line mark, and you'll get Brett doing karaoke. Maybe he'll do some Charlie Pride music. Maybe he'll do a Tiny Lister imitation. Let's do something. Come on, people.
We have a special guest coming in right now.
Oh!
It is Mr. Baby Carrots himself.
Nice.
There he is.
There he is. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him as one half of the Schmoes. No, one half.
And
of
with
the
the button down.
commentary team
Suave as ever, Mark.
The stepfather of Molly. He is the dog godfather, Mark Baby Carrots Ellis. And look at that logo. Van Halen would be proud.
Oh, and he's muted.
Unmute yourself there. He's a
Oh,
pro
there it is.
to the end.
There we go.
I will not. He said, I will not.
Does anybody really need to hear me anymore after 9 hours on Saturday? I think everybody got their fill of the way my maple syrupy voice sounds.
No, I didn't.
Hey, you take this for a second. I'll be right back. I'm switching shirts in honor of my brother, Mark Ellis. Hold on.
Oh, I have a feeling I know what John Rocha is going to be donning. But, like, anytime the outlaw is going to be shirtless, you just wonder, like, what if that was the only room that he lived in? Like, has anybody ever been to John Rocha's house yet? Or do we actually think that he just lives in, like, a storage facility off the freeway?
No, this is a storage facility. It's like an 8x10 box that he just shows up in.
Yeah, I have a feeling Rocha's like Harry Potter. He just lives under the stairs, and that's what we see. So he's got a very nice setup. He's got a high-quality camera. He gets fed a crust of bread twice a day. Hey,
look at that.
The Washington football team, ladies and gentlemen. First place,
Hey.
NFC East. Bring it.
That's right. We're in first place. It took Rocha 3 months to order some merchandise to support our team, but he
You know what? You know what?
Wait, they're in first place?
Yeah, yeah.
Believe it or not.
Wow.
You got to make me believe in you, then I'll buy you a merchandise. That's the way it works.
Yeah, we're still we don't have a winning record necessarily, Steph, but we're still in first place.
Hey, maybe the name switch is working for y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, going nameless. Who would
Rid
have
of the
thought?
bad karma.
A girl has no name. It works.
Yes. Yes.
You can say that.
I love it. I love it. What's going on, Mark? How are you feeling? What's going on in your world? What's the deal?
Just really enjoyed getting to chill Saturday after the show and just see all the love and support and just and how much people enjoyed the matches. I mean, like you pull off something like this spectacular, and from a technical side, the crew was amazing, and then you're just not sure if the fans are going to like it. And like, you're always like, oh, well, okay, which way is this going to go? Do they like the scenes? Do they like the matches? Do they get any of my stupid jokes? And they had a blast. Like, I was talking to a friend of mine who's just kind of on the periphery. She's like not really into the she's not really sure what the hell the SCHMOEDOWN is yet. And she's like, wait, so it's 9 hours? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, and people watch this? And I was like, yeah. She was like, consecutively. And I'm like, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I wondered if anyone was going to do a live stream, but then I remember it's a pay-per-view, so they were going to like a watch along, a live stream watch along, but you can't really do that with this. Maybe on when are you guys dropping this thing for everybody to watch for free? Is it on Friday? You know?
Rocha, if you know anything about the movie Trivia SCHMOEDOWN, you know that I sit up atop Mount Olympus when it comes to the SCHMOEDOWN, and I just dictate what other people's jobs are. So that's just something I gave to Kristian. I said, Kristian, you're doing great work. Why don't you determine when we drop the SCHMOEDOWN to the world, and I'll let you figure that one out, and I'll be up here chilling.
All right, fair. That's
You're
fair.
a kind leader.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
I'm very benevolent that I allow all my minions to make the decisions for me.
I think it's like
call
one match at a time for a few
Yeah.
weeks. I think.
Goes through
I think that's something like that.
Well, we're at $300, Mark. We're trying to get to 600 before the end of the show. We were saying Brett Sheridan would do a
Karaoke.
a karaoke
Yes.
song, but maybe
Yes,
Mark's
we
got
said
some-
that.
Maybe Mark can preview some new material he's been working on by the end of the show. What do you think? Do you have anything you might be dancing around with? Some yellow notes?
Well, I do have a little something coming up New Year's Eve, but as you know, John, I don't really prepare for my stand-up shows until about 3 hours before they begin. So
It's true.
I don't have anything in my head. I think I was almost going to do a duet with I think. Wait, Steph, are you the one that's awful at singing, or is that somebody
Awful.
else?
It's me.
Okay.
Your soulmate.
Yeah,
Your singing
Steph and I
soulmate.
Steph and I were going to do a duet, but I think that's like the $1,500 level.
Yeah.
Like,
Whoa!
Yeah.
yeah.
Peak.
So
Yeah.
and Sheridan, I trust to be able to carry a tune by himself. I don't think he needs any of my help. But if y'all want to get those bucks in, then go ahead, bring them over towards SEN and this amazing crew, and let's hear Brett Sheridan express himself, because clearly he didn't get a chance to do enough of that on Saturday.
Yeah. Pour some sugar on me. What do you think? You like Def Leppard? You got a Def Leppard photograph? What do you got?
Oh, me?
Yeah. What do you got?
Oh, I was gonna suggest. I've been singing some dancing to myself, but everybody only knows Mother, so that one won't work. I don't know.
Do you know any Van Halen tunes?
I know them all. I don't know if I could belt those out, but that's a pretty.
I think everything's in play except for Pound Cake, one of the worst songs ever made. You can, I think any of the other ones are in play.
What is the mother of Van Halen songs to you, Mark Ellis? What is the one that you go like? It's the Been Caught Stealing is to Jane's Addiction that to the non-huge non-fan fans of Van Halen. What's their one that comes on? And you're kind of like, not this one again. This seems too. Yeah.
Well, their most popular tune is Jump, but I never feel like, oh, God, I got to listen to the most fun, positive energy song ever. What a tough day it is. I got to listen to
Mark_Jason_Ali donated $20.
Thank you.
Hi, SEN crew. Brett, did you have to get your wife's permission to be Faust again? Rocha, that was heartbreaking what you did on Saturday. Will
no
be
idea what
released
you're
match
talking
by
about.
match for 6 weeks, Harloff said last week. Great
okay.
spectacular. Oh, hi, Mark.
Yep. Well, full event isn't, but matches will come out one at a time over the course of 6 weeks. That's what Harloff said. And whatever the Outlaw did, the Outlaw did. I'm John Rocha. The Outlaw is the Outlaw. I am John Rocha. Those are two different people. I am the Outlaw John Rocha sometimes, but the Outlaw is something else.
All right, look, we can get into this because it's a little later in the day now. Either one of you gentlemen who do your characters on the SCHMOEDOWN, does that ever make its way into the bedroom? Can we put everything on the table?
My daughter has to print something, so I'm muting right now.
It's a good
You
dodge.
son of a bitch. You left me out here on the island alone, you son
Wait,
of a bitch.
that's hilarious. Yeah, talk about character work building for the bedroom. Like that's where the finale would be.
Yeah. Oh, so bad. No, there is no.
I
The
do
Outlaw's
wonder.
not
I mean,
even allowed in the house, let alone in the bedroom. Like, please, when I do it in the room, I come out to this. You're a little loud. You're a little loud. I come out to, so I don't get to use it in the bedroom. No way.
no movie trivia questions during that's not dirty talk.
I don't know why did this need to be printed on my computer or my printer that's really bad.
Is that Da Vinci? Who is that?
That
I
is
don't know.
Amerigo Vespucci.
Is it?
But
America?
she definitely needed to use all the color ink to do this for school. Okay, I'll be right back.
Muted once again.
Can you
Well,
imagine?
honestly, printer ink is like a resource that should be used wisely because that shit is expensive.
I agree.
It's
Very.
expensive and it lasts for like 3 pages.
Yeah.
And then your printer does this thing where it's kind of like your old car where it threatens you with breaking down for about 3 weeks, where the light is on and you're like, I can make one more run to the grocery store with this. And you just keep stretching out that printer ink. And okay, now that we've embarrassed Rocha and Brett a little bit, let me ask the other 3 people on the panel where we stand with children. We gonna have them? Alex, go.
Whoa.
No. They're little creatures that I do not want around hanging around me at all.
Little creatures. Wow.
For now.
Don't believe you at all. You just seem like too nice of a guy.
Yeah, I agree. I feel
Right?
like you're
Get
like
outta
gonna
here.
be the first guy to like born your own child with like an egg or something.
After watching all these movies, like with like demonic kids, no thank you.
That's what convinced you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You saw The Conjuring and you're like, nah.
Nope.
I go the opposite way of Alex because I don't want kids in real life, but like when I see a movie with kids in it, like if I see a Keanu Reeves hardball, I'm like, I should coach kids. You know, I should be around the little young whippersnappers for a couple hours, and then it always devolves into that, and I turn into that coach who hit that 9-year-old kid last week. But Ryan, how are we doing on the kids? How many
I think
now?
it depends on this type of world we're bringing them in. I'm not referring to COVID or anything political. It's if the Eagles are going to have a winning season.
Oh my God.
Like they have a future. That's really the whole. That's all my priorities right there. Like I don't want to bring them into something disastrous, and it's all up in the air right now.
I'm not going to lie to you. That's a true NFC East fan, Mark Ellis. We know this. A lot of people question whether they could bring a child into the world with our former Washington football team, or the former, whatever the name was, being so bad for 30 years now.
Well, fun fact, Kristian George Harloff, he, I think it was like a month, or it was 2 months after Vivian was born, the Giants were in the Super Bowl. And so we were watching it at his place, and she was apparently the good luck charm because they won. Like I don't think the Giants lost a game since she came into the world that year.
So the child made it happen.
Sadie Chagrin.
Okay.
He was like holding her up like after they scored every time.
The balance was achieved.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Steph, you don't have to answer, but you can if you want to.
I'll answer. Thanks, Mark. I respect that. I don't know. It's definitely not based off football. I am so honestly, Ryan, shocked at your answer. I feel like a lot of pussies will be closed for business with that answer.
Yeah.
But however, I think that I will
just let it out. There we go.
Close
for business.
99 pence through Super Chat. The best Van Halen song is Dreams, hands down. Watching the Power Rangers movie and that song introduced me to Van Halen. Glad you're all in good spirits and hope you're having an awesome day.
You too.
Okay, let me explain myself because men don't really realize this. I think so. I've heard. If I'm about to put my entire body, mind, soul, spirit, and vagina on the line for you, and you're deciding that based on a football game,
Right.
Wait, what, Rye?
I was
not even a game,
because clearly I was serious. I think we're all. That was definitely the truth, and I would base a huge.
Don't act like there aren't people in Philadelphia who would be serious with that point of view. Don't act like there aren't people in Philadelphia.
They would. No, Ryan's definitely not. I don't know, Mark. I think it just depends on if I have like a partner who will for sure go 50-50 with me. And then we can have like dope children that I can brag about. Yeah, I think I'd be down.
What was your question you asked when I peed, Mark?
That's what it's all about. Brett, I just simply asked, hey, who's going to have the most dope children here? And raise your hand.
It's Steph.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, I wanted to see who wanted to have kids. But here's the funny thing about the football conundrum is that my mom was raised an Eagles fan, and my dad was obviously born and bred DC. And so their first date was to RFK Stadium where Washington used to play during an Eagles game. And my mom wore an Eagles jersey, and my dad's like, you really don't want to do that here. And so I think after that game, my mom started to convert to DC. And I don't think they would have had any of us 3 kids if they were still at odds with their football team. So my mom graciously decided to don the Washington pride. And we still root for Washington to this day. We were texting all day yesterday, as I was texting with Rocha a little bit about that football game. Who needs to score touchdowns with your offense?
We can score with our defense. We scored 2 with our defense. That's all we need.
My mom's a Cowboys fan. My dad's an Eagles fan. Same deal, but they did not change for each other. They kept their same ways. This was in a Grease fairy tale. This is.
That's why Ryan is such a controversial person.
Yeah. People say I act like a dad already, so there's your answer.
My dad was a Cowboys fan, so it was a fun house growing up. That's for sure.
My dad was Grateful Dead. My mom was the Doors. So it was, was pretty even keel.
You keep down, I'm gonna make you sing when the music's over at the end of the show. 10 minute
Peace-
karaoke.
Peace Frog. Anybody
Peace
know that
Frog's
one by the
good.
doors?
I love
that
Peace
one.
Oh God.
There's blood in the streets.
On the streets. Yeah.
John, I don't know
Yes.
if I was supposed to do this, but I might have stepped over my bounds yesterday because I was texting with our friend Kevin Smith.
Matt Jason Ali donated $50. Hi Roxy, I couldn't watch WG Live last night cause of time difference, but watched earlier. Great show as always. Congratulations on the SD wins this weekend. All
Nice cover.
Hey,
I'm
guys,
Steph.
it's all right. There's only 2,000 people watching. Nobody's gonna.
No one.
Spoiler alert. Steph and
Spoiler
Roxy are the
alert,
same person.
Yeah, we're actually clones, so thank you so much. I mean,
That was sent very early this morning.
It
So
was. Tamara Morrison is gonna play both Steph and
yes.
Roxy.
Thanks for spoiling next season.
I want Tamura in that calendar. What was your question, Mark?
I was going to say, so I was texting with Spets yesterday, and he wanted to watch some stand-up besides the football game, and he was curious about your set in Atlanta. So I sent him a private link to watch John Rocha in Atlanta, and I haven't heard back yet. I haven't heard the review, but I sent him Robert Parker's set, and I sent him your set, and so we'll see who won.
Parker's set was great. I watched it actually the other day because he has it on his YouTube or his Twitter or Instagram or something. And I was just strolling through people's Instagrams or Twitter's feeds, and I saw it. And I was like, oh, I'll just watch this. I didn't watch it because I was in the plane, and I loved it. I thought he was great. Parker's such a pro at that, so relaxed. He's no Mark Ellis, but I think he did a great job.
Maybe that should be the $1,000 tier today. Is you will release your stand-up set to the world if we hit $1,000.
Wow.
Oh, come on, John.
Nobody
Be a
wants
team
to
player here.
Nobody wants to see that.
Wow.
I'll do it for 1,000, but I don't think
Let's
anybody wants
lock
to see
it in.
8 minutes. Though they were good, they were still,
Did you see the look? Okay, for $1,000, Rocha releases his stand-up set, and Ryan will have children. How about that?
Yeah.
Done.
Deal.
Done. 40 minutes.
That was that was
Mark,
just
you are
two
full
things are
on
not
playing
connected.
God today. Mark came on the show and he's like, who's having fucking kids? Do you role play in bed? You will be God.
Hey, I was just trying to spread some cheer, and then Maleficent comes in and says all the pussies are dry because Ryan won't have children.
Closed for business, I think, was the term.
Legs closed.
Oh my God.
Anyway, Brad,
Yeah.
how's the printer going?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're only at $305. What the hell? Mark Ellis is on the show. Show some love. Give some love here. We got 40 minutes left in the show, for the love of God. Send some money in while we're doing this, and let's get across that $600 mark. Alex, do we have Streamlabs Superchats to get to?
yeah, let's get to those because I'm sure we'll get derailed a few times.
Yep.
All right,
Alex,
happy
was
Monday.
that at me? Was that a veiled barb at me?
I don't know what you're talking about, Ellis.
Shot at you, man.
I love the discourse we get into. It's fun.
Oh.
All right.
Yep.
Happy Monday, everybody.
Somebody could talk you into having a child tomorrow. Alex is the first one to go.
Oh, Alex
Yeah,
will absolutely have
facts.
a kid. Please.
Nope.
If what's her face from on break?
Haley Steinfeld or whoever who's the crush?
What's the crush?
Wait,
the
which
crush?
one?
Which one?
Exactly.
I did the rap for Catherine Newton on Friday.
Yeah.
And then Caitlin Deaver.
Caitlin
The
Deaver,
song,
that's the
the music video I'm releasing today is actually kind of about Caitlin Deaver.
I can see the Caitlin
Ooh.
Deaver thing more than the Catherine Newton thing. But
Yeah.
I think if Caitlin Deaver showed up and was like, "I'm ready to have a child and I want to have it with you," no questions asked. I mean, I think there would be a puff of smoke and you'd be in bed naked already. Like I really think
We're not being picky, Alex.
the more you fucking know. Exactly. You know you have it.
Thanks.
Be all over it.
All right. Happy
Oh,
Monday,
that's-
guys.
Look at
Buckless
me.
in Seattle says, hello, people.
Love this.
Hope you all had a great weekend. So many shows announced at the Disney presentation. A lot of shows and content consisting of diverse cast and crew. But where are the shows about white men? The imbalance in the work spectrum is unfair. Just kidding. Have a good one, y'all.
Oh my God. That's facts. I told y'all last week the return of the older white man in action film is making its way back and through Disney. Like, we're seeing it with the Obi-Wan series, all of it. All the white men are like, fuck yes, it's our time.
Yeah. Finally. Our come up.
Finally, we really missed them. So thank God, fuckless in Seattle. Great point.
I think it's just a symptom of like, I don't think people are bored with white folks. I think they're just bored with white people under 50. And here's what I mean by that. Is like we've had enough good white people that were young and we got movies to watch. Now we just want to see older white people. There's no more white people sitcoms. They're just going to give Friends a reunion, you know? Yeah. Like, we don't need any other white characters in Star Wars. Just put Obi-Wan on a desert. And right. I have a question about that real quick. Yeah. So,
go ahead.
Okay, Hayden Christensen is back as Darth Vader. Is that what I understand?
That's right.
Okay, Here's my question. Why? Isn't he going to be wearing a costume the whole time?
Look, The Mandalorian works with Pedro Pascal only taking his helmet off once a season, so...
Okay, so you would rather hear Hayden Christensen try to do James Earl Jones than James Earl Jones?
Yes. No.
Yes, final answer.
Lock it in.
Yeah, I think I would like to see Hayden Christensen do James Earl Jones. Yeah,
I don't understand. Cool I root for Hayden Christensen. I'm glad he's getting work, but it's like you're really attractive. Why would you take a role where you have to wear a mask the whole time, and when you get to take it off, you're in that weird bathtub situation on your spaceship for like
or the
5 seconds, unless they're going to be flashbacks. I don't understand. Why? Because wasn't that the complaint at the end of Revenge of the Sith? Is like, oh, Darth Vader looked a little skinny. He looked like he hadn't been hitting the gym in a minute because it was Hayden in the suit.
Yeah.
Right. I think you said it. It's flashbacks. It's every bathtub scene. Every time he needs to just clean up a little and he dusts it all off. They might. Maybe there's an Iron Man face cam. Is what we were kind of thinking earlier.
Yeah.
Look. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited about any Star Wars property. This is like Solo. Where did I think that Solo should have been the movie they were making? No. But was I excited about it? Hell yeah, I was. Same way with Obi-Wan. Bring on Vader.
Charlie Brown donated $20.
Thank you,
Contributing here for the Rocha stand-up. Also here to vent about my sad love playing against the football team's defense in fantasy. Being in an interracial/international couple makes for great role play. Favorite Beatles song?
Oh, those are...
Oh, shh.
Steph, are you seeing anyone? That's one of those kind of questions. Like,
favorite Beatles
Favorite Beatles songs? What's your favorite sandwich? Steph, are you seeing anyone? What's your favorite movie?
My favorite Beatles song is Blackbird.
Ah, yes.
Good guess. I will give anyone here, I'll give anyone on this panel, I'll give you a crisp $20 bill when next I see you, or I'll Venmo it to you, if you can tell me which Beatles song was the first dance song at my parents' wedding.
Dance song?
$20 right now.
Twist and
It
shout.
has to be slow.
Do we all get one guess? Is that
you all get one guess?
Oh, a slow song. Was it a slow song?
Well, yeah,
I didn't
it's going to
say
be their
that.
first dance.
He said dance song.
Twist and shout, final answer.
Twist and
Okay,
shout, yeah.
Steph's answer is logged. Next. And you can say the same. You can guess the same.
I said
mean,
Twist and
everyone's
Shout
trying
as
to win
well.
$20 here.
Yeah,
I want to hold your hand.
Okay, Brett's answer is logged. Alex, the
I was gonna
Beatles
say
were
I
a
wanna-
band that sounded like the Monkees.
Okay.
Paul McCartney was in a band before Wings. Anyway, yeah.
Huh, interesting.
Ryan?
I think your parents danced to Can't Buy Me Love at their wedding, and that was the first song.
All right, Ryan's answer has been logged. Rocha still no, and Alex still no guess.
I want to hold your hand.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I take mine back.
I was going to go with Twist and Shout, but I Only Want to Dance with You. That's literally a song of the Beatles. So,
Okay, well, they're all literally songs of the Beatles, John.
okay. I'm just saying the title itself implies to a dance and dancing with the only person because you're married to this person. I'm just saying.
Okay. Why were you the only one who had to guess in a way that's criticizing my parents? The answer we're looking for, In My Life.
Oh, that's a good song.
Yeah, but I'd probably say either Hard Day's Night or Let It Be. Hey Jude is way up there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Let It Be is beautiful.
I like that
alright.
rendition of Till There Was You.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's McCartney because his dad was big into that kind of stuff. All right, Alex, let's keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah, we're one question in. Cunt Dooku says, "Hello, people. I just realized that next year we'll have a prestige, probably film from Scorsese and Spielberg, West Side Story and Leo's Flower Moon. Which are y'all excited about? And a Macbeth movie from Coen Brothers with Denzel in it. Hope we'll see these in theaters."
I gotta say, I'm not excited for a West Side Story. It's directed by Steven Spielberg.
Same.
That should have been a Latino director. I don't care what anybody says. I'm not interested in that. I saw the white man's point of view when Jerome Robbins did it. If Spielberg can get 11 Oscars, knock yourself the fuck out, but he ain't going to. So find me a Latino director. Should have been a Latino director directing it from their point of view. That would have been fun to see. The Scorsese one, I don't know about that
James
one, but I am looking
donated
forward to
$20.
Macbeth.
The
Thank you,
wins, the
James.
losses, the backstabbing, the betrayal, the shake-ups, the retention. This weekend was excellent. Brett's pre-promo lit up the chat. Shout out to the whole crew and talent that made it spectacular. #SCHMOEDOWN spectacular.
Nice. SCHMOEDOWN spectacular.
It was fun. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the love. I had
Sabraw.
very little to do with any of it, but
Yeah. No, you did. You were an essential part of it.
it was fun, man. But you know what? I woke up on Sunday and I could have done 6 more. Like I'm a little disappointed that we don't get to announce a match for, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 weeks, however long we're off for. Like I'll probably organize family Christmas movie trivia on a Zoom call with the rest of my fam, just because I don't get enough of this. Like we've done 7 full seasons of this, and it's like I'm still eating it up like I did ice cream yesterday. Y'all should have seen how much ice cream I took down. I should have
What
won
kind?
a free T-shirt for how much ice
What
cream
kind?
I ate
Free
yesterday.
T-shirt.
What kind?
Was it
Very
Rocky
important
Road?
question.
Don't tell Jay.
Will you
So-
Venmo us if we get it right?
There's no $20 on the line because this is a very tough brand of ice cream. Steph, I fell into that trap where you buy healthier ice cream from
Yeah.
Whole Foods and you're
Yep.
like, oh, this is pretty much like a protein shake. So it's the So Clean, I think it is, or So Good brand, and it's like either cashew milk or some other
Yes.
non-dairy
Stop
bullshit.
it.
And so I probably ate 3 whole pints of it yesterday, just watching football, stress eating.
Well done. Well
Yeah.
done. At least you don't have the shits from actual milk, right? That's a plus.
Not from actual milk, no.
Yeah. Alternative milk for the butthole. Woohoo!
Don't do
That's
that
a
oat milk.
t-shirt.
Don't do that
That's
oat milk.
right. And with that, the vaginas of the world are back dry up.
People, what's going on here? We only have $311 and we have 30 minutes left. What the
All right,
fuck?
John,
Mark
stop
Ellis
yelling
is
at him,
on
all right?
the show. All right, let's move on.
All right, Senator Bale Orgasm says, "Hey, all, just watched Mank this weekend, and
Yeah.
I really liked it.
Me
Bored
too.
in some parts, but impressed by what Fincher was going for the whole movie. Not one of his best, but Rocha, what is it like dealing with those people back then? How was Miss Davis's game? Oh, thanks.
Oh, Miss Davis. Who's he talking about, Miss Davis? Is he talking
Anybody
about
watch
Betty
the
Davis?
Mank?
Betty Davis?
Talking
I've
about
seen
Betty
it.
Davis?
I loved Mank.
Yeah, Mank was
Yeah.
great. If you're a fan of old Hollywood, Mank speaks your language all the way through it. Gary Oldman was fantastic, and I thought Amanda Seyfried was stellar. Oh, that's what he's trying to say. Marion Davies, not Davis. Davies. Try to pay attention when you watch films. But yeah, Marion Davies, that's how you win matches. Marion Davies, she's fantastic. Amanda Seyfried should be leading films more often based on her performance here. Clearly, people have discounted her at times as like kind of this blonde actress or maybe kind of like a ditzy blonde actress, and they are nothing but wrong. She was incredible in Mank. She's the reason to watch it. I thought Fincher did a great job. And remember, people are like complaining about Orson Welles. There's no bigger Orson Welles fans than me. I have like 3 books right behind me about Orson Welles. He's my guy. He's the #1 guy for me. But like, this is not his movie. It wasn't called Welles and Mank. It's called Mank. So it's through Mank's point of view. So a lot of these criticisms, a lot of these reviews I've read, I'm like, Welles isn't supposed to be a fully fleshed out character, you know? So anyway.
Yeah, feels like a movie that I want to see, but at the same time, it's one of those flicks where really smart people want to make other people feel stupid for not getting it.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Hail Caesar. Everybody told me Hail Caesar is going to be the best movie ever. Then I saw it and I just did not like it. Then it was like, oh, you just didn't get it. It's like, are you sure I didn't get it?
That movie sucked.
So yeah, I was very disappointed in that.
Oh, good. Okay.
fun,
I'm
though.
glad we're on the same page.
I walked out of that movie.
Carry on.
What the hell was
Amanda
this?
Seyfried's great, though. And one day, hopefully, Amanda Seyfried can get the role that every actor dreams of, wearing Darth Vader's costume.
Okay. You know?
I mean, I would dream of that.
All right.
I was kind of lost on who Mank is necessarily for. Like, I don't know many people unless they're huge cinephiles that are going to really watch it.
Yeah.
And it just didn't seem.
It felt like a You Must Remember This podcast episode, like dramatized, and that's what I loved about it. So
That's the
I love
problem with
seeing
you
old
kids,
Hollywood.
Ryan. If it is black and white, you're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to take
Dude,
from this.
I have a
your
copy
research.
of Citizen Kane Blu-ray right here on my desk.
Nice.
And
but
I
that ain't
watched
the
it. It
75th
just wasn't really
anniversary.
for
I have
me.
that one. Don't make me pull that one out.
Wow. Okay, so Ryan has a 4K of Citizen Kane. Rocha has 3 books on Orson Welles. This is the most exciting dick measuring contest I've ever seen.
My
little
Wells
slow.
dick is
It's a little
bigger than
slow.
yours.
Slow.
All right, let's move
let's
on.
get
What's
that
the
clean,
next-
Roga. Can I get that clean?
Yeah, sure. My Wells dick, my Orson Welles dick is bigger than yours. All right, let's go.
Time code.
Evil John Madden says, whenever people talk about the best filmmakers / storytellers, no one ever mentions Mel Brooks. All his films are good, and he made 2 of the best comedies, Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein. He gets the Weird Al treatment. Weird Al is better than most artists.
Let's slow down. Not all of Mel Brooks' films are good, for God's sakes.
Mel Brooks is a certifiable genius.
And in
it's
tights one. Come
not
on,
ju-
Robin Hood.
I think maybe the funniest thing in the history of all cinema is in History of the World Part 1 is when he's playing Moses and he's got the 3 tablets and he says, God has given you these 15. Then he drops one. These 10 commandments.
10 commandments.
It's so good.
It's good to be the king. All right, what's our next one, Alex?
Next one from Mario from Puerto Rico. ¿Qué pasa, Roca? Keep getting that Latino pride, bro. Hey, Steph, you and Sabrina are goddesses in SCN. Gotta see you two do a show together. Ryan, you're killing it. And what are your dream casts for Professor X and Magneto? I got Bryan Cranston as Professor X and Viggo Mortensen as Magneto.
I like that.
I've
Beatles
always-
role.
I've been saying this for a while. Marvel likes doing stunt casting, and so I hope that I want James McAvoy to play Magneto and Fassbender to play Professor X.
That'd be
Which?
See who did
be-
there.
yeah.
I want Magneto, and I don't care who plays Magneto, but for Professor X, I want it to be someone who is bald, who can't grow hair. I'm tired of these hair growers coming in and playing bald people roles, going for the
Speak for
Oscars
it.
because, oh, you're so brave, you shaved your head. There's people who don't have a choice.
Get
Give
'em.
them the role of the bald
Yeah.
person.
All right. I feel
Vin Diesel as Professor X, or what? Are we thinking that's gonna work? Bruce Willis?
love the
wonder
Vin
if
Diesel.
Bruce Willis could have been a great Professor X
Bite your tongue.
in another world.
Stop it. Stop right there, sir.
Okay, I got it. So
Okay.
I'm going off of what Alex said. He said that they love stunt casting. So how about this? It's the same person playing both roles. You guessed it. You know him, you love him. Nick Cage. He can
Yes.
walk both. He can do both.
Oh my god. I have
him
one for Professor X who's
I like
bald,
this.
so it'll appease Mark. I think that let's get Terry Crews there. And let's get Terry Crews as Professor X. And then that will make everyone really happy. No, that would actually be my nightmare. Please don't do
I
that.
think I think that they would agree to that if Terry Crews never tweets again. I think. that they
Yes,
would agree to that.
please. Please.
Jason
I like-
Statham. There's my bald
Oh
guy.
yeah.
Nice, good choice. I've got Samuel L. Jackson as Magneto, and Samuel Jackson as Professor X, and The Rock as Magneto. That's the perfect
Oh my
choice.
gosh. I don't know who I'd want as Magneto. I love Fassbender so much. I just don't even know who I would put in that role. I'd have to think about that.
All right, I got comedian casting for these two.
Okay.
I'm gonna give Professor X is Chappelle and Magneto is Bill Burr.
Yes! That would be amazing.
We're the future, Charles, not them. We're the future. We're the future.
I heard Burr was in the Mandalorian episode this
Yeah.
past week, so
was
now
damn good.
I have more reasons to continue watching.
Dude, he was
showed
damn
some
good.
chops.
No,
He was
definitely.
really good.
Dude, that
a great
motherfucker
actor.
can act, dude.
Yeah.
Mark is not joking. He can act. Like if you guys haven't seen King of Staten Island, he's fantastic in that movie, man.
Agreed.
All right, Alex. What are we? Question
Next
3.
one from Nicholas David Gallagher says, I owe many thanks to both Rocha and Riley for encouraging me to pursue my screenwriting amidst depression and uncertainty. Thanks to you both, my adaptation of the video game Journey is finished. Would you like your name in the special thanks credits? Smiley face?
I would be honored, and I'm sure Riley would be honored as well. So much love, but the credit goes to you. We may have said some things, but the credit goes to you for persevering all the way to the end. Don't forget that. We may have said something, but it's you who did the work. It's you who got there. So you put yourself in the special thanks credits.
It's a phenomenal achievement. Tried to write a screenplay in 10th grade, and I got a page and a half deep. So you beat me already. And what I will tell you is do us all a favor. When we get to see this movie, put Rocha and Riley in the special thanks, but put who you like more up top.
Yeah. In order.
Right.
Yes. In order of preference.
Every time I don't think I need my therapist, I have a conversation with you and I'm back in for another 6 months. I hate you so much.
I am your therapist. What are you talking about?
Yeah. You try to write a screenplay. You only got a page and a half in crayon.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next
Exterior. All right.
Next one from Seymour Asscrack. Hey, everyone.
Oh.
Damn, Steph, that tan is something else. I thought you were wearing orange long sleeves. Anyways, Alex, you're great.
Wait, so my tan is orange? What?
Whoa.
Jamal, your Sixers are going to be good this season. Brett, you should do stand-up some more. Rocha, you look nice for someone who hung out with Da Vinci.
Thank you.
Hey, Ellis, thanks.
No. Thank you. I am shocked, and I'll be honest, I'm disappointed nobody noticed my orange tan. I worked hard on that one. There's only like 2 more months before we can all go outside and wear orange and red hats proudly again.
Also, Leonardo was a dick. Anyway, all right, let's go.
I bet he was.
He was.
Very hard for me to imagine Da Vinci was a fun guy to hang out with.
You're going to paint the fucking ceiling? You're going to paint the fucking ceiling. You can't paint the fucking walls. You got to paint the ceiling. Why do you got to show off all the time? Nobody gives a shit.
No, I bet he like brought his blueprints to parties. He's like, oh, what am I working on? I'm glad you asked. And they're like, well, no, nobody asked.
It's always that new person. You're like, why'd you fucking ask? God, for now. Go for now.
And how many shitty ideas did he have? Like not everyone was a winner. It's probably like, okay, it's a bike, but it also makes toast. And they're like, I don't think so, Leo.
A lot of people don't know this, but Doc Brown's opening gadget stuff in Back to the Future, that's a Da Vinci throwaway.
All right, next one from Gavin Min. Good morning, everyone, and man, what a weekend. If the Ahsoka series is after Return of the Jedi, do you think Hayden could pop up as the Force Ghost? Would love a scene where he appears to her and says, hey, Snips, it's been a while.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'd go for that.
Right, he's been redeemed. Now, if Hayden shows up as a Force Ghost to Ahsoka, does he have the James Earl Jones voice or his own voice?
No, the James Earl Jones voice is not Darth. That's a manipulated voice through the cyborg entity keeping him alive.
Okay, all right, fine.
But I still am not sure he got redeemed. I mean, he said, I'm sorry. Like, there's actors in Hollywood who say, I'm sorry, and we're not putting them back in movies. So I'm not sure he got redeemed. That's just me.
All the younglings show up as a zombie apocalypse sequel, and they're like, actually, fuck you guys. Did you forget about us?
Right.
That's
a lot of
good.
Force potential. Wasted.
Like they're all like this. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Hey. How is the Emperor coming up with the voice? Do you think he's out there like trying?
Right.
Like that's a whole sketch, isn't it? Like it's like that Pete Holmes sketch. Is that his name when he was doing the voice for Batman, trying to figure out the right voice for Batman, which is hilarious. But do you think the Emperor is like messing around with sound?
Yeah, he's like tuning a radio dial, and he's like trying to find the right frequency. And sometimes just to mess with Vader, when he's giving commands, he changes it to helium. Right.
Well, he's got the Force. He's got the Force. I'm sure he can be like
helium.
Just lower the bass a little, or up it now.
Sheev, can I talk to you? You really made me feel bad in front of my troops.
What are you crying about now?
All right, next Streamlab from Tongue Punch Fartbox. Can't talk about Spectacular without spoiling it, but I will mention this. Great job by everyone involved, especially based on the circumstances. Also, if there was only one match that needed to be live, it was Smith versus Sheridan. F you, Rona, for robbing us of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hashtag F Rona, unless your name's Rona.
I hope you handle it against that clown. I hope you handle it
Bob
against
Barker's 9-inch microphone donated $20. Wow. Ellis, I hope you are the SCHMOEDOWN host forever, but if you could be the host of any TV game show, what would it be? Thanks for the 9 hours of amazing entertainment. Bad Outlaw.
Are there any
Bad Outlaw?
Bad Outlaw. That mic drop there.
Isn't Joel McHale hosting all game shows now, or no, or on all of them? So I don't know if there's any room for us, but
shots fired.
I'm not going to say the J word because our friend Josh McCouga has that, but I would say I was joking with McCouga that I think McCouga should be hosting The Price is Right, but The Price is Right would be a fun gig. Wheel of Fortune would be a fun gig, but I think the Press Your Luck would be fun if we brought that back. But I think the one that I would feel most comfortable hosting would be Sports Jeopardy. So McCouga can host regular Jeopardy, and I'll take Sports Jeopardy.
That's good.
Can you be as disinterested and dry, though, to host Wheel of Fortune and not really care what anybody's saying on the show? I mean, that's got to be tough to pull out for a little shade towards pets. Hey, Jack, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Where are you from? Okay, cool.
Okay.
I think I'd rather have a female host Wheel of Fortune than I could just be the letter turner person. That's
You'd be Vanna? You'd be Vanna?
Yeah. Yeah,
Here's something
I think a great Vanna.
Big debate in our family. Does it matter if she touches those screens or not? Is it all just
no? It's
pantomime.
It's somebody else controlling it because sometimes she touches it and doesn't light up right away, or sometimes it lights up too early. So I've studied this. It was a debate in my family as well, Brett.
So here's the job I want. I want that job. I want a fake touch screens for the rest of my life, and then turn into a complete slob after I get those Disney bills.
You know what, Brett? You can have all Wheel of Fortune because now I'm taking a different show. I want Family Feud. I think now I'm the guy to bring Family Feud. I think I could bring it all the way back to the Richard Dawson era where you could give someone a kiss on the cheek.
Whoa.
Definitely right now.
Are you coming for Steve Harvey? Is he still doing it? Is Steve Harvey still doing it?
Yeah.
Steve Harvey doesn't even know if he's still doing it or not.
That's true.
Yeah.
Playa.
By the way,
playa.
Steve Harvey, not a bad choice for Professor X.
Johnny Five for Life donated $75.
Hey,
thank you,
Great
Johnny.
Spectacular, loved it all, especially you, Brett, for no specific reason. Cough. Can I get Evil Elmo trash talking against the outlaw?
Oh.
Ooh.
Adult underscore from underscore Akron donated $20. Pumped about Monday Night Football. Go Browns. All John and Mark, congrats on your Washington football team turning their season around.
Wow.
Cleveland/Washington Super Bowl? ITD be a perfect ending to a crummy 2020.
Dude, we'll be lucky to A, win the division, and A, win a playoff game. So let's just stop there. I mean,
you know me. I just want to be relevant at Thanksgiving, and so everything else is gravy.
Yeah. We are that, man. Look, I had a battle with somebody verbally who's a Giants fan. That's not Kristian Harloff because he's only a Giants fan when they're good. I went back and forth and he was like, we're going to win the division. And I'm like, Daniel Jones just went down with a hamstring injury. Colt McCoy, trust me, Colt McCoy is not going to lead you to 4 victories to win the division. It's not going to happen. We've had him, trust me. And sure enough, crapped the bed yesterday, so no surprise. And then we did, if our defense plays well against Seattle, we're a better defense than that Giants defense, there's real possibilities. I mean, we were literally building apartments in Nick Mullins' backyard. It was incredible to see how much we were busting through that line. So
that Seattle game is going to be rough because I'm going to be driving, going to be in a car during the game, and I'm going to be listening to it, and it's just going to be Molly's going to be in the back seat, and it's going to be a very stressful game. So everybody, please take pity.
Why don't you have that? Don't you have that thing that connects to your vent, and you can put the phone up there?
No, I'm not an Uber driver. I guess I could invest in one. Maybe I'll invest in one, and then maybe I'll FaceTime with Johnny Rocha. I did call Rocha a couple of years ago after our friend Cody Hall got married. Everybody's coming back on Sunday, and I called Rocha to give me play-by-play for the last 5 minutes of the Saints-Washington game, and you did a marvelous job.
Thank you very much. Every once in a while I can. And no one asked me, but I'd host the Newlywed Show, the Newlywed Game. That's what I'd host. I'd bring that back.
That'd be fun.
Game show, just because I'd love to get digs at people's relationships. I think nothing would make me have more fun than that.
The Grinch of relationships.
All right, where are we at?
All right, next Streamlab from Igor Rendick. Hey guys, Star Wars and MCU news are nice and all, but what I'm very excited about are Noah Hawley's Alien TV series and a new adaptation of Shogun. With modern production value, that show will be amazing. Rocha, you like samurai? Are you excited for Shogun?
Hell yeah, I love it. And I watched that Richard Chamberlain miniseries. All right stuff when you're a child, but like Shogun, the book, the James Clavell book, is incredible and expansive. So to see them apply the 2020 eyes and perspective and technology and knowledge to it and awareness to it, cultural awareness to it, I am crazy excited to see what they come up with. And I want to hear some casting news eventually. So yeah.
Right, you doing okay down there?
No. I've been searching karaoke songs, so I didn't know as much as I don't think it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So that's what I've been doing quietly most of the time.
Yeah, Ryan, what are we at? 440? We're not going to get there in time, are we? Unless someone donates $150.
150 away.
I'll float the 10.
So anytime you talk Star Wars, I've been checking karaoke songs and trying to stare at the screen like I'm paying attention to what you're saying, and then casually jump in.
So you don't have a song lined up yet? You're allowed to pick the song you're singing?
Well, I don't know. A lot of people like to pick stuff that I think would not be fun, like My Neck, My Back, and I've seen somebody do that.
That'd be so fun.
I've seen people do that at karaoke, and I don't know if you know this. I think that has maybe like 6 words in it, and it's just repetitive over and over and over.
Yeah, that's true.
I watched I guess it was like a girls' volleyball team get scolded by their coach for singing that song at karaoke. I was on the road in St. Louis, where apparently the legal drinking age is 14. And after the gig at the Funny Bone next door, there's this nightclub that does karaoke nights on like Friday or something. And so usually the audience from the comedy club just goes over there. And I was over there getting a couple free beers. And this team, I guess they were staying at a nearby hotel. They decided to come in there, and their coach caught them singing the My Pussy, My Crack song, like, walked on stage and made them get off. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen at karaoke.
That's amazing. Yeah. I had a similar story to that where I was, a little bit different, but in 6th grade, I played competitive soccer, and then I would play rec soccer with my friends so that I could like be with them. And we got to name our own teams, and Naughty Girl just dropped from Beyonce. Oh. And I was like, Coach, please let us name this team the Naughty Girls. And he did. And the parents had to make a massive poster that said the Naughty Girls with each of our names on it. It was an incredible win for Steph. But speaking of Shogun, I am very excited about this. My family line in Japan actually were samurai. Wow. So this will be like a really sick show for us, and I hope that they do it justice.
Dude, much respect. So
yeah.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Yep. Yeah, I'm a massive samurai person. I will never get a katana because I think that's like going too far for me. Like it's like I see guys who have that, and they're like, I just go, it's a little too much. Right. But you can worship this stuff and respect it. But
how many samurai books you got back there, John?
I've got about 15 samurai movies, probably 4 samurai books.
Wow.
Including Bushido, The Way of the Samurai, which
I think my next tattoo, my brother has the 7 Virtues of Bushido. I think I'm gonna get them.
I read that shit before matches. Like I do all I can to get myself ready for competition.
I have a picture of you backstage at one of the live events that I sent to you, but we never publicized it because I could just get too lazy. No, it's great. It's because it's you in your outlawness, all alone, isolated, just sitting there waiting to go on. And I was like, because you didn't know I was taking the picture, and so I was like, this is gonna be a cool memory, and then I just never did anything with it. So like most of my life.
Yeah, you never know what's affecting me that day that I need to fall back on. So, anyway, all right, where are we at, Alex?
All right, Ace Money says, if they decide to recast Black Panther, then I hope they consider Yahya Abdul-Mateen II.
Hell
The star
yeah.
is rising, and I think he has the physicality and the talent to do the part justice.
Absolutely.
Totally.
Yeah,
One of
yeah.
the best working.
I think that's how you do
Yeah.
it. Maybe the spirit of T'Challa comes into him in some way from the soul realm, or the spirit realm, rather. There's possibilities. Anyway, yeah, go ahead, Max.
I say yeah to that. Jess Quo donates and says no, says nothing there, but thank you very
Says
much,
nothing
Jess.
there.
Thank you, Jess.
Matt Chapman says, that's a scowl at Rocha. Thank you for that. 50 Shades of Geek says, just came
I'm really
here to
going to
donate.
character.
Just came here to
I've ever seen
donate.
Alex look upset.
Caitlin Deaver is married.
I think next year that should be the challenge graphic. Is just angry Alex flashes on the screen.
Yeah.
We gotta take a break again? 50 Shades of Geek says, just came here to donate and say, Brett crushed it last week hosting. Here's hoping we can see him hosting again. Hey, Mark. Also, hey, Steph. I forgot to ask last week, where can I get a World Girls calendar?
Ooh.
Oh, I hope that you can still purchase them. I think if you put your order in right now at streamlabs.com/theworldgirls, $35 for a calendar, we will send those out. We're sending those out today. So if you get that in, we can. If $65 for signed. Thank you, though.
Cool.
Hold up. You're not going to just continue this because of all the orders you've gotten? Are you going to make this limited or what?
Well, that was the plan, but we're constantly evolving group of gals, so we'll see how it goes. We're new to this business venture, but we are humbled by the order, so maybe we would love to, obviously.
So you're new to the idea that men would want to purchase a calendar of attractive women, in mass quantities.
Totally,
of them
I thought Playboy was about. I didn't think that's what Playboy was. I thought it was just showcasing children's toys. But then I find out a dildo is not a children's toy.
Oh,
so
no,
my
it is
life
not.
was just like, what?
Hello. Correct.
I mean, it can be though.
Okay.
Like,
Mark, you just go silent.
yeah, if you give a 2-year-old a dildo, they're gonna have a good time with it. Not the same good time that an adult would, but they would manage to find some game out. They turn into a lightsaber.
Right. Yeah. Everything's a dog toy to a dog.
Yeah.
Molly, put that dildo out of your mouth.
All right, next Streamlab. Tiffany F says, where are the white men at?
Everywhere. Unfortunately. What?
I'm right here.
Bella says, Steph, what lipstick/gloss are you wearing, and can we get a close-up on the nails? Also, can you enter off-frame like in the World Girls stream yesterday? LOL.
Yeah. Also, are you seeing anybody? Gosh, these people with these.
Here's the nails.
Nice.
I am wearing Fenty. I like to support Fenty because it's Black woman business, and holla at Rihanna. Thank you.
This is a little personal, but are your nails real?
No.
Okay.
Kind of question is that?
It's a good question because Kate's always showing off of her glue-on ones. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have grown those out. I'm not sure.
True.
I don't think it's bad. I didn't.
Okay, Brett. Next one.
Go,
Nicholas David Gallagher says, "Hey all, since you talked about Black Panther earlier, I thought I'd point out Letitia Wright's video and ask your thoughts. Does this change whether or not Black Panther 2 comes out, or if she reprises her role as Shuri?"
And I don't know. What do you say there?
Is this the anti-vax video?
Yeah.
It's not good. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
I don't think she said anything like so irredeemable because she's been saying like, I'm just questioning the system, which is obviously her prerogative.
Right.
It's just A, not a smart business move. B, not a smart move in general to be questioning like the people that are working day in and day out to get us a vaccine. I don't know. I think it's not going to end up affecting it if she doesn't do any further damage, but I think if she keeps going in, it will.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's the thing at the end of the day. Look, I know Ryan Coogler I'm sure wasn't happy with it, but hey, look, she's her own woman. She's her own person. She said that the Lucifer part of the vaccine kind of unsettled her, and so connected it back to this stuff. And some of the comments on that video were not necessarily positive, but she did backtrack. She did kind of pull it back. She did kind of say afterwards, and then I think she deleted her account, possibly, or made it private. So certainly she heard the voices of the people who were not happy with what she had to say. But look, she's a young actress. All of us fuck up and say shit we don't mean, or we're not fully researching or thinking out. So yes, it's not a good look right now, but it doesn't mean we should absolutely ban her and she's dead and blah, blah, blah. It's just like, we're all young. We all fucking learn. She's in her 20s, early 30s. Like, give me a break. How many of you fuckers out there judging her said the wrong shit back then? It's just, that's the way it goes, you know. It's life. We have to be more patient with each other, I think. I think there's extreme cases or strong cases, certainly, but we need to be more patient with each other and understand, like, hey, we said some dumb shit too, or if a mic was on, we were randomly saying something to some friends, we might not be happy with the results. So that's it.
Why don't we let Gina Carano be Darth Vader? Just
Oh my god.
You know, she could still get her Disney paycheck, then no one would have to know. You know,
voice at the very least. Right?
Really?
Yeah.
That should be Gina Carano.
That should be the penance for any actor that's an asshole or that messes up in Hollywood. That gets outed, you should have to play Darth Vader for a week. So, like, put Shia in there for a week, put Kevin Spacey in there for a week. Matt Lauer can be in the finale episode. Like, that's your penance. That's your shame, is you have to wear the costume.
I love it. I love it. All right, where are we at? We didn't make it. We're about to wrap up. We didn't make it, sadly.
And we still have some impressions to do.
Oh, yeah, all right.
50 Shades of Geek says, if Makuga is hosting The Price is Right, how much do you want to bet he's going to try to have Bryce Dallas Howard on for a special episode and call that episode The Bryce is Right?
Love it. Love it.
What you did there.
Ace Money says, Rocha, I have a replica of the Infinity Gauntlet on my shelf, so I think you are okay with getting a katana.
Yeah.
It's
when you have six.
Not real.
That's when it gets a little.
Or I guess 6 katanas.
That's when it's kind of a little bit.
Also, the Infinity Gauntlet is not real. Anyway, all right, let's keep going.
All right, next one from Dry Pat Sajak. Feige said the next Spider-Man film will connect to Strange 2. Do you think Raimi will reunite with Tobey Maguire for Multiverse of Madness?
Yes.
Question. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, he has to. I mean, that's what they're teeing up. That's the movie you're gonna do it in. He directed 3 Spider-Mans. I mean, the writing's on the wall, people, and I think we're gonna see a Spider-Man crawling.
Fucking little fuckers donated $75.
Oh
with you, Alex, who wants those little child terrorists running around. Oh, hi, Brett. Ryan, you're full of crap. The Eagles won't be flying anywhere but the toilet bowl.
Thank you for your donation.
Shit. I've been watching Mark this whole time, and he looks like he's watching a different show while he's on the show. He's smiling, he's laughing, but it's not at anything we're doing.
I'm sorry, what? I'm catching up on my Nexium reading.
It's a lot. It's a lot to read. You're right. It's a lot.
It's a lot. That Keith Raniere, make him be Vader.
That should have been
Vader.
Just real quick, that should have been 4 episodes, right? That was a little long.
No,
The Vow was too long. The other one was better. The Stars one was great.
I could continue to watch that show. My ritual was I would do an edible, which for you kids out there is something you shouldn't do until you're 11. Mm-hmm. And I would put the show on, and that would just get me to a nice, peaceful sleep. And so I miss the Vow. I might go back and rewatch the Vow.
Wow. You know they're coming with a second season. So get ready.
Second season, and then I haven't gotten into the Heaven's Gate ones on HBO Max.
I want to watch that one next. Hell yeah. There's the Stars ones. Did you watch the Stars Nexium one?
I did, and I just couldn't quite get wrap my arms around it.
All right, fair point.
But
I like that.
I'll get back into that one too.
Okay.
Maybe I did watch it and I just got really high. I don't know. I got to do the research.
Fair enough. All right, where are we at?
All right, next from Super Chats, Lewis Cox says, HBO Max, where you at? LOL, love you guys.
Yeah, no shit.
All right.
Next one from Haskell420. Happy birthday, Ben, Brad Gilmore, and John Mariano.
Wow.
Happy birthday, y'all.
There you go.
Wow.
Happy birthday,
Good,
John.
sweet.
Lewis Cox says, Namor, Daniel Day Kim as Namor would be pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Dig
A lot of people saying that. I'm cool with that.
Michael T says, "Hope all is well. Hello. Just wanted to say, all I wanted to say is, go Browns, beat Baltimore." Thank you, Michael T.
Good luck tonight. Y'all got a good shot. You got a good shot.
Baker.
You beat those Titans. Now show me what you can do 2 weeks in a row.
I just want Baker Mayfield to continue to play well so we get more of those progressive commercials with him at the stadium. They're my favorite things on TV. Those Baker Mayfield ads, and the ones that kill me are the people who are turning into their parents because they just bought a house.
Oh my gosh.
That's
that guy who the teacher who prevents
Oh.
kids from turning into their parents, he's so good.
When the
That
blue
is-
hair
I
walks
love
by
those.
and he's like, blue.
Yeah.
It's so
We all
good.
see it. We all see it.
You don't know
And
him.
everybody's thought I was
don't know
crazy for continuing to pay exorbitant prices for cable TV. Well, who's laughing now?
You don't
All
know
right.
him. Do you know
And
him?
then
You don't know him.
The last one from Lewis Cox is, "The person who painted the ceiling was Michelangelo, not Da Vinci. God, Rocha, do you remember what planet were Cloud City from Empire Strikes Back? One word is Bespin, LOL."
You know, they were both dicks, so I get them confused.
Yeah.
You seen one Italian guy, you seen them all. No, I'm just joking. They were both dicks. Yeah, Michelangelo did it. Da Vinci did. Who's the one that did with a big penis showing off David? Come on, cut it out. It was too much. They were show offs, both of them.
If David has a big penis, then I feel great about myself.
He's got a big head. That's pretty cool. All right.
We have
Is that
what,
it?
75 impressions? Is that word?
75.
All right, the first one is Anaconda Brett debating if he should sell his autographed photo of Kevin Smith on eBay while being convinced by Irish Rocha to keep it, but then offer him $5 for it.
All right.
All right. So we know how this one ends.
Yes, we do.
Perfect for improv.
Let's make it quick.
Hey, Rocha. No, hey, Irish Rocha.
Yeah, right. You're the right one. Yeah.
I've got this autographed picture of Kevin Smith, the clerks guy, and I think I'm going to sell it on eBay.
You crazy? Don't sell that picture. Keep it yourself. You're nuts. Kevin Smith who did Clerks and Mallrats. You've got to be kidding me. He did the great cop caper called Cop Out with the great Bruce Willis. Don't you dare sell that. You're crazy.
But I really need the money because I think I'm going to get canceled for this voice I'm doing and all the political videos I've been putting out.
It's not true. I know a Latino
Fucking
will
little
vouch
fuckers
for you.
donated $75.
Oh, shit. We got there.
Sing.
Sing, Brett, sing. That's all he said.
It's 12:03, bro. What are you doing to me?
All right, tell you what. I'll give you $5 for it. That'll help you get out of your
I'll
situation.
take it.
Okay. All right. What is the other one? And then we'll do the Brett.
All right, last one is Evil Elmo trash talking the outlaw.
Love it.
All right. I don't respond to this, right?
I don't think so.
I think the thing about the outlaw that I don't like is the outlaw is a social justice warrior, and I don't like social justice warrior because being socially just is bad, right? I mean, I so understand why this term is used in a bad way because justice for people—that's stupid, right?
Anyway, that's
That was
what I
a
say
Rogan.
about Rogan.
I have no response to that. That's fantastic.
That's just for people. That's stupid.
Isn't that just a stupid concept that we should give people a hard time about, Steph? Being just?
I mean, what is that?
It's so dumb.
Can I ask you how you feel about vaccines?
Vaccines are scary. I hate when somebody wants to use science and stuff and try to help me not die. What a ridiculous person that is. And they're all really studying it, really hard and putting money into it. What a bunch of dumb scientists. I want to know what the guy sat next to in third grade has to say about vaccines on Facebook. That's where I get all my information. And now I gotta sing? Jesus!
Well done.
It's a smart Elmo. All right.
I got
Alright, Brett,
Soul
what do you
Kitchen
got?
by the Doors queued up. Should I just do that, or do we want to? Does somebody want me to sing something stupid?
I like Soul Kitchen.
Soul Kitchen it is. I
All right.
did leave some detailed instructions on how to...
Yes, but it says I'm disabled.
Wait,
Can you
what?
try it one more time?
Disable attendee. Yes. It says host disabled attendee screen sharing.
Right. Try it one more time.
There it is. I'm going to go to advance. Just don't bring any attention to it, Steph!
Okay. I'm going to be your backup dancer.
Oh, good. I think I've got this loud enough.
That was.
I'm better at the
amazing.
wailing part of it than the actual. Yeah. Oh. Well, you can't go to mine.
That was transformative. It was like I was looking at the Lizard King risen from the ashes. I have a feeling that Soul Kitchen song, the kitchen isn't necessarily referring to a kitchen.
Yeah, and I don't think backdoor man means that he uses the back door to enter a home either, but that's the
he's a bottom feeder.
Oh man, please don't clip that one out, Matt Link. That was not
RB3 when I need him, bottom feeder.
That's why you picked that song.
I was looking through all different ones, and I'm telling you, the stuff that I can sing mostly I find is stuff that nobody's ever heard of. Like there are some really good Danzig songs that I think I can pull off. And
honestly, well done.
Yeah, I agree.
Shut up. No, not you, Steph. Everybody else.
All right, well, there we go. Let's wrap it up there. We're 9 minutes past time. Thank you all so much for joining us here on SEN Live this lovely Monday morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you're listening to us or watching us. Don't forget you can download all the shows here on the SCHMOEDOWN Entertainment Podcast Network as well to take along with us and listen to us and play it for your mom. Why not? Thanks so much to Brett Sheridan, who killed it. Thanks so much to the lovely Mark Ellis, who's there with Molly. And, of course, the genius of Steph Sabraw. So awesome to see her. Alex Marzoña, the best.
Music video.
Oh, yes, music video test
Out
drive
now.
is out right now. It's out right now.
now.
Go watch it. And shout out to Ryan Nilsen to doing that hairstyle from the Warriors. I respect it. All right, Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Much love to Kristian Harloff for the opportunity, and much love to all of you for all your Streamlabs Superchats and SCHMOEDOWN. You got us over 600. Thank you so much. And take care of yourselves. Have a good Monday. Do something positive to get your week going. Baby step towards where you want to be by the end of the week. Do it, and then come back and see us tomorrow, 10 a.m. PT. Winston A. Marshall hosting. Come and watch SEN Live then. Much love. Peace.